Inside Stone's Gambling Hall in Sacramento, California, you'll find Sammy's Restaurant and Bar. Recognized for its innovative, healthy global cuisine, Sammy's offers menu selections made with local, organic ingredients. Indulgent options like truffle fries, duck tacos, artisan wood-fired pizzas, fresh salads, and more, along with an eclectic selection of craft beers and classic handcrafted cocktails. Plus, with 40 big screen TVs, Sammy's is also the perfect place to catch your favorite game. Satisfy your craving anytime, 24/7, tableside or in the dining room at Sammy's Restaurant and Bar at Stone's Gambling Hall.
Welcome to Stone's Live Poker. Veronica Brill, Jake Rosensteel here on the last Wednesday of the month, and we got a 5-10 running.
What? Normally it's a 1-3. Tonight it's a 5-10. I don't know what we did to deserve this. We were bad.
The game looks good.
It's good.
The list looks even better. It ought to be a lot of fun tonight.
I'm excited. You sound excited.
I'm
you
very
didn't
aroused.
Oh, never mind. I didn't ask. I don't want to know what you just did. But what are we doing? Typically we have 1-3. What happened this month? Did the Crushers just taking over our stream?
It's the 5 and the 10, and we love it. And we're not going to complain. You know,
And
you don't
maybe-
You don't question these things. You just accept them.
Maybe a straddle will be involved. Maybe it'll be a 5 and a 10 and a 20, which we like.
Which we love.
All right, well, let's get down to the table and introduce some of our lovely players. In seat 1, we have Troy.
Troy, if I'm not mistaken, the last 10-20 game, was it? Completely smashed it up.
Nice.
Yeah, wrecked the game. It was wonderful.
It looks like he's got
A lot of
a
chips.
gazillion chips in the form of $6,000.
About 6,000 in the 5-10 game. Nothing like being 600 big blinds deep.
That's standard.
Stone's
it's
Live.
Stones. Yeah, welcome to Stone's Live. Seat 2, Robert Y.
The great Robert. Oh.
He does owe a lot of child support, so he doesn't want his baby moms to see him. I don't know if you know this.
I did not know
He's
this.
asked us to do this because
To
of the child
pixelate
support.
his profile.
Yes.
I
Because
should
they
have thought of
couldn't
that.
find him on Facebook.
I really should have thought of
They
that.
couldn't find him on Facebook. Yeah, it's a lot of work to do.
Seat 3.
The Wizard of Azan. It's Ozzy.
Oh, we went back to their old picture.
He's gonna be so mad.
He's
That's
the
for
worst.
Veronica and Friends, actually.
Is it really?
Yeah.
How many bottles of wine was he in there?
I think he
A
got
lot.
schmammered that night.
Who doesn't,
But,
though?
So, Crushing Souls, one hand every 3 hours. It's Azan.
Peter in seat 4 is got about 3,500 in front of him. Actually, it's about maybe 37, 38 and change. Peter's beautiful, plays perfectly-ish. And
Loves
we love
salads.
him. And we love salads, yeah.
Peter,
it's good.
Peter, salad eater. Seat 5, pardon me, Adam.
Adam always buys into the max. One thing you can count on Adam for is playing really deep. So someone's deep, in this case it's Troy. Troy's 6K deep. Adam's right there with him. Adam's playing on a stack of about 5,700, is not afraid to mix it up, and he ships out for sale tomorrow, so you got to make the most of it tonight.
Hey, matey. Seat 6, Mr. Porter.
God damn it.
God, he's just probably the most chiseled, most handsomest bearded man in the world.
6'6". That's just his beard.
That's just he's got 6'6" of sexiness.
I love it.
Yeah. So Porter in the hizzy.
I'm gonna have to explain that comment later.
I don't think he has 800 in front of him, does he?
He's a lot deeper than that. He's about 1K, a little light. In seat 7, Matt H, sitting about 5K deep, plays all the games, all the stakes. We say it every time you see him. He's the best. What can we say? What can we do?
He's I think the best.
It's like that song, Hero by Foo Fighters, cues in my head right there, like there go, and I just start like, there he is. That's my hero.
No, I think of Wind Beneath My Wings.
Oh, that's too touchy feely, too gross.
That's how I feel about Matt.
Yeah.
Seat 8, we have Tom.
Tom's here.
Tom is here.
Tom is here. Tom is gonna play on the tight side of Suicide. The nittiest nit from Nitville, but he somehow finds a way to stay afloat, get paid, make hands. Tom makes money in poker.
The mayor is not Trump. There's no wall. They can get out. They can get out of Nitville and hopefully play a little looser.
Oh, I would like to see some action on Tom. Tom would be, if Tom could exploit his image it would do go wonders for the game.
Yeah, everybody would fold to every single bluff, right?
One of my favorite humans in poker these days,
Derek.
Derek.
C9.
SAC original.
Yeah, buddy.
Living in
Sacramento
Vegas.
Kings.
Came back here to play some live stream poker with us. We love Derek. Derek's a crusher. He is poker. Deals poker, plays poker. It is his life.
And the Kings.
And also that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's get to a game.
Yeah.
Let's see some cards.
Pushing pots.
Pushing pots already to seat 9.
So 510 stacks are relatively deep. I mean, most players, it looks like they're at least 200 to 300, if not 600 big blinds deep. A couple of people on the shallower side, but no one's really. I mean, everyone's at least 100 bigs deep. No one's really playing a short stack like you see sometimes in some smaller games. It's 510. If you're coming to a card room to play 510 or larger, you're usually not playing the too thin.
Especially at Stones, right?
Especially at Stones, where games are notorious for getting absurdly deep at times.
Yes.
Jess. How have you been? We didn't even cover this.
I've been good.
Yeah?
I've been busy. I'm playing the 08 tournament on Friday here at Stones.
We have an 08
Anybody out there loves 08, 6 p.m., I'm here. Come say hello. I might buy you a drink.
Shout out to all the regs in the chat. Poker Pro Eric, Game Over Mang, Pocket Abes,
tables.
It's Pocket Abes. You dork.
I try.
You try so hard.
John Days, what's up? Nice to see you. I feel like our graphics are so advanced right now. Tom calls the $10. Aussie reaches for chips.
Wow, Tom is gonna limp kings in late position, counting on one of the blinds to try to somehow pick up the dead money, and then he
just
flats.
Calls the 45.
Robert completes. Aussie makes it 45 to go and goes call, 3-way to the flop, ace 10-4. Robert, who had limp or completed and then called the raise with ace 7, flops best here.
Checked around, 9 on the turn.
If this checks at Tom, Robert's going to lead out here. Bet 70. And Tom immediately dumps the kings.
The Brock 21, I want to drink with you, Miss V. Anytime. I'm here Friday. 08. Let's do this. I know, there's no soul in you, but if there were, it would hurt right now. It would have been crushed in half. He wants you to go down.
You want me to get it up?
Oh, just knock everything over. Just
Reasons.
It's
Anyway.
because my bun. My bun's too big.
Baby got that.
I've had complaints about my bun.
We're playing 08 tournaments now.
Yeah, Friday. Are we? Like we, but are we?
We? O-U-I? We?
You and me.
I'm confused. Adam makes it 35 to go with the king jack off here. Matt's gonna make the call with a jack 9 suited. Tom should be coming along here with his ace 7 suited.
Big boing yo kabing bong says, I love big buns. It is what it is. What do you want me to do?
Is that better now?
9-5-10 on the flop. 2 spades. Matt flops second pair.
Ozzy's got a gut shot and a backdoor flush draw. On a lower board with that kind of a draw, you might think about, check raising the PFR for your heads up. This many players on a bigger board like that, with a 9-10, less likely that everyone missed.
So Ozzy checks. Adam bets 90. Ozzy just calls. Turn comes to 7. It's a heart.
Ozzy improves the open-ended here. Oh, I'm sorry, a double gutter.
Ozzy checks.
Same.
White King says he loves big buns and he cannot lie. Kappa.
Ozzy checks it over. Adam's gonna double barrel.
Ozzy lets it go. Not enough money in the pot for him to call.
So it's an easy game. I still need it. Veronica, you heard the Veronica. Hello. Coffee, cream, and sugar in a mug.
There's another Veronica here. Rick and Barstow, what's up? Yeah, sure. Let's do 2.
2.
You want it sweet?
She does not want it sweet.
I do not want it sweet. I would like heavy cream. Lots of cream.
Heavy
Lots
cream?
of cream. I like my coffee just a little like medium, you know, a little caramelly.
I like my coffee like I like my women, right? How's it go? I like my coffee like I like my women.
Yes. how do
Filled
you-
with booze.
Yes.
Right. I was gonna get that one out there somehow. Porter makes it 45 to go. Derek's gonna call with a suited ace.
King, king, king. On the flop.
C attendant.
Thank you.
I think he likes to like you.
I think, you know, the bun has its moments.
Porter's gonna bet 85 with his nut no pair. Take down the pot.
Trav G said, I thought you were going to say dark and Latin, Jake.
Dark and Latin.
Your coffee.
Hebrew Hammer, welcome to the stream, says ground up and in the freezer.
Well played.
Our chat rules.
I stopped saying that after the last boyfriend that disappeared.
Just disappeared. It's Rick and Barstow. It's pretty funny. It's pretty funny.
So Troy raises it to 55.
Got the 9-10 off.
5.5x. Whatevs. Everybody folds. We need to send them a round of drinks.
We.
We do.
I concur. So, Stone's Classic coming up. Oh, coffee. Are you commentating with Jonathan
There's
Little?
a name in there. For you.
So let's just say there was a little bit of redemption in my life. That Stones actually does love me.
Really?
I will not be doing commentary with Jonathan Little on the
Oh.
Stones Classic. I am not booked. However, I am booked to do 5-5 on a Monday night with Jonathan Little.
Very good. So, Tom here's got kings again. He limps again. We would expect him to limp re-raise. Is it getting bad? He got some green chips. There we go.
Okay, so Ozzy raises to 50 in the hijack. Tom now gets sneaky. Last time he just called.
Mind you, we saw how conservatively Tom played kings earlier, and now you see with a hand like ace queen how simple of a fold it is there for a Zon versus a limp re-raise from such a tight player.
Yeah.
I mean, what's the worst hand he has there? Kings?
Queens. Does he do that with queens? I mean, I haven't played against him. He just limps with queens, right? I mean, his limp range is kings. So he'll limp with queens.
It's insane. It's
I
insane.
I bet he's only doing that with aces and like kings like 30% of the time.
Suited aces. This is the palpable sexual tension that made me follow Stones live in the first place. We're that good. We're that good. Oh, she's touching me.
I touch myself. All right.
Reel it in.
We've got a 5-10 no limit hold'em, ladies and gentlemen, and under the gun decides to raise with an ace king. Derek.
Derek will not be limp re-raising tonight. And Troy is going to immediately 3-bet him to 80. It's open to 40 under the gun. 4x open under the gun, and Troy takes queen 10 and clicks back. Makes it 80 to go. Adam's going to cold call with 4-3 suited. Locking the hand doors.
Don't let anybody out.
Derek's not going to want to play this hand out of position. I would not be surprised to see him 4-bet here at all. A lot of players flat here. But Derek is my Derek, and I love Derek. And Derek's going to get 3 bills to go. The white chips we see here are $100 chips.
Trav G, what's
Oh,
up?
I'm sorry. 500?
Oh, pardon me. 500.
I think the sizing. I think I either saw 3 or 4 white chips. 500 would be a little bit large.
Excessive, yeah. Adam's sitting there with a 3-4, just taking some Hollywood time.
Let's say 400.
So I have, a girlfriend of mine coming in tonight because every last Wednesday of the month is not only a great poker game, hopefully a 5-10 from now on, but
It's industry night.
industry night.
Everyone's
My
all
girl-
dressed up here. It's a country
My
western.
girlfriend's
night
coming
or
down.
something?
We might do a little bit of dancing.
Really?
I don't know how to country dance. I was a ballroom dancer. I don't know how to country dance. We can try it out.
She's also a bluffer.
I have been known to bluff here and there.
Trav G, what's up?
Is that a $20 straddle I see? I think I'm in love with life again. I think that I will not... Anyway, I won't do bad things to myself tonight. I'll just be happy again. Whenever there's a straddle, I feel like I can live again.
Straddle is on.
A straddle.
Cheers. Cheers to straddle. Azan makes it 60 to go with a king jack off.
Porter calls with an 8-5 suited.
The hard thing with Porter's stack now that the stacks are down, he's only playing like
Wow.
50 bigs.
Wow, and this is going to be a
Jesus,
bit of trouble.
Porter.
King 8-5 on the flop is on flop's top pair, decent kicker. Porter 2 pair. Checks, is on checks. Out of position, letting Porter do the pushing.
It's a good check by Azan. I mean, regardless of knowing that Porter smashed this flop, with King Jack here, it's going to be hard to get on King Jack 8-5 or King 8-5 Rainbow. It's hard to get value from worse hands. Turns a spade. It just only gets better for Porter. Should be another easy call for Azan here. We're not in love with it. We're ahead of King 10, King 9. You can beat some 6-7, but it's a little early to fold. 4 comes in. Aussie's really going to want this to go check. It's not going to. There's 6 1/4 in the pot. Porter's only got a pot-sized bet left. I'd like to see him just kind of stuff it here. The problem is the only draw there, the 6-7 got there.
Now, this
Wow,
bet sizing,
Aussie beats him in the pot. He only bet 290, that's why.
and he hates it. He's got really unlucky there.
Yeah, Porter pre-flop. I mean, once with a $20 straddle in place or a $1,000 stack, goes down from playing 100 bigs down to we're playing 50 bigs, 8-5 suited against an early position open. Little ambitious pre-flop, but he smashed it and he got value on all 3 streets.
Yes, he did.
Good sizing by Porter all the way.
Trav G said Porter should have overbet here.
Hard to overbet when we have less than a pot
And then he
size
said,
bet.
he got the max.
If he bets big, Aussie doesn't call. Once again, if we're on,
or
we're
a
beat.
spade comes, Aussie saves some money too.
Well, and the only draw got there, the 6-7 draw.
And then Peter looks over at Aussie and says, "Yeah, man, welcome to my world."
The Brock 21 says, "Why no Harlan?" Harlan's always around.
Harlan, yeah.
One of the things- what are
Harlan's
this-
in my next Veronica and Friends.
Is he really?
And Frank, the tank.
God, you pull so well.
It's so good. King 7-6, 2 hearts.
If you're not charging to get into your game, you should be.
I know. I'm like, I get dinner sometimes out of Frank.
Dinner in an HJ,
Yes, a hijack.
hijack position.
I love me some Frank. Don't talk bad about him. He's a
Frank's
gentleman.
the best.
Uh,
Genuine good guy in poker.
I'm trying to get Gina.
Yeah.
Man, oh man, it's gonna be such a good game.
What a smash up.
Best game.
Now, is this the game that you're also going to have Jonathan Little in, or no? No.
Jonathan Little is not coming into Veronica and Friends.
No, he's going to 5-5. You're
So
talking
Jonathan
about
Little and
VAF.
I are in here together in this space for 3 hours.
Oh, so he's going to commentate the 5-5 with you.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
I would ask, what did you have to do to get that?
I did
but-
what I needed to do.
All right. Well,
You
know.
do what you need to do. I did what I needed to do. Jonathan Little is my favorite poker pro. I don't know if you know this.
I'm aware.
I've only stalked
We-
him for the last 3 years. It's fine.
I'm surprised he hasn't pressed charges, but
You know, when you've got a bun like this, people don't press charges. Adam raises to 40. Troy calls. King 9-9 on the flop. Checked around. Looks like they're checked. Jack on the turn.
I wonder what's the advantage.
Adam's ahead here with pocket sixes. River's a 5.
probably gonna go check. I don't see Troy trying to steal this one.
Moobot says the only beard nicer than Jake's is sitting in seat 6.
I love Porter. I love having him in the game.
You're so
the
jealous of
the
him.
downside is I get like some serious case of like beard envy every time he plays.
You know,
poker.
it's like when there's a hotter Boyana. When Boyana sits at the table with me, I'm just like,
You're all of a sudden the second best blonde that's playing poker.
Yeah.
At the
Yeah.
table.
she's like super naturally gorgeous. Like, take so much goddamn work to do this. I look like you in the morning. And like, it takes hours to get to this. Boyana just comes in like all carefree. Hi. I'm like, oh my god, she smells like flowers. I live a very different life. So that's how I feel when you see Porter. I get it.
You get it.
I get
All right,
it.
you get
Because
me.
Porter's a beautiful human being. This is like tape dope, right? That's not real.
Put it away. Troy's got cards. 2 quad draws.
7-4. Let's
7-4
go.
off.
I'm
Opens
getting bored
the
with this
button.
game. Let's go. Let me
How
raise.
wide are we defending our blinds when Troy opens the button?
I don't think you should look.
All right.
Let's go.
If Troy's opening the 7 high off suit on the button, I tend to agree with you. I mean, we're probably gonna have at least 1 card bigger than an 8.
Yep. Trap G says that what's wrong with looking like Jake in the morning?
Thank you, Trav G. Thank you.
Cool story, bro. Say something dumb about beards one more time. Russian Mike the Don. He's gonna come and defend your honor. Climb to the top of the water tower.
And we love him.
For
Action. Derek's going to open up the pot here, waiting to see his holding. He's got the ace-king suited. Troy's going to call. Because Troy coolers people. That's what Troy does.
He's live. Come on.
I love it.
All we are saying is give Jack 9 a chance. To a flop.
Jack
Queen
9's
10-5.
got a chance.
Jack 9 has a very nice chance.
Open-ended here for Troy. Inside straight draw, 2 overs for Derek.
But he is blocking Derek's Jack that he needs for Broadway. 5 on the river. Ace King wins. Why the passiveness on the turn of the river? Are they just, you know how you get bigger games and you can do friendly
we're
stuff?
still, after the flop, we're looking for Derek here. We have nut, no pair. After the flop checks through, we're not expecting Troy in position to fold any pairs. So if we're not really looking to get value with our ace high from draws, and we're kind of hoping to get the showdown somehow and have it be good like we did there. If he's not going to fold a pair after the flop checks through, he's not folding the turn really doesn't change the board reflection at all. That way we're kind of like, hey, we now have to check
Yeah.
again. And I mean, at no point they're going to like even try to get him off like a pocket pair. Especially after flop checks through.
Yeah.
Just a bad run out for the ace and king. Who's, and I'm sure he's more than content to take down the pot.
And I feel like Troy might be my new favorite person at this table. He's like, I'm gonna hijack, let's go. Let's do this. Queen Jack. Hawaiian vacation. Peter's waking up. Did he get that cocaine you sent him?
I did. Or he did.
He did. Queen 8-6 on the flop. Troy picks up top pair.
Backdoor diamonds, backdoor straight draw for Peter. Troy's gonna bet it. Peter's gonna peel. That's a lot of goddamn queens for Troy, and Peter's drawing dead.
Russian Mike the Don. I'll take the under. I'll take the under. I've never made that much money. I've cried losing more. Total live earnings, $2,400. Sounds accurate.
The great thing about Hen and Mob and all those sites is they don't track cash games, thank God.
Oh, yeah. Oh, there we are.
Hey, look, it's me and it's you.
It's you and it's me. Oh, why are you abusing me?
You probably said something inappropriate.
That's standard. Aren't you used to me by now?
I am.
Look at us. We're stoic. We're like the perfect commentator couple a lot. Besides Tuck and Bart.
Yeah.
We know where we are on, against those two perfect human beings.
Aunt Doom, what's going on?
Tuck's here on Saturday.
Is he?
Yeah, picking him up at the airport.
Wee-wee.
Troy races to 65. Under the gun plus 3. Azan calls.
Adam's probably going to call here in the small blind with the 7-5 suited as well. Could see him 3-bet. Going to go ahead and make a call.
Porter lets his ace high go. 3-way to a flop. Deuce 3-4. Adam's looking nice with his 5. He's open-ended.
And a backdoor flush draw. And the 6 would make him straight to the 7.
Trav G says we have a cool bromance going on, which makes the stream better when you commentate together. Thanks. I always thought our love was really masculine, like, bro, you're the best, bro.
Azan bets 140 with the overpair. Adam's gonna check raise him to 280. I like the sizing. It puts Azan in a weird spot. He kind of has to call in position, but he's really not gonna be in love with it. If Adam barrels big here on the turn, it'll probably take down the pot.
9.
There's 765 in the pot. Did Adam check? It's a weird line.
Wow, he did, yeah. Jack on the river. Azan's ahead.
Once we check raise flop and then check turn, and we talked about this before, the double check raise is so elusive that we're kind of generally giving up there.
Yep.
Check river. Azan's happy to show down the 7s. That check on the turn, I think, really surprised Azan there. Was not expecting to not be facing the second barrel.
I would have liked to see that double check raise, that rare bird in the wild.
He's got all the sets and all the straights in his range. So he can have deuces, 3s, 4s. He can have all the sets. He can have the 6-7. He can have the ace-5. All those hands were reasonable hands that we would see a check raise from Adam and would continue to lead the turn. Once he check raises and then checks turn,
it's such a weird line.
Because any value hands, which Azan's going to have, Azan's going to have a pair and some sort of equity when he bets flop and then calls a check raise. And so once he gets check raise and calls, he's like always checking back turn unless he specifically has like 6-7 and is trapping with a nut.
Yeah.
In which case then that's like the only hand.
Okay.
Even then, honestly, and what I want to say is, if we're trying to get the other guy to bet, what was he going to do? Go for like a double check raise? I mean, if the only hand Azan's going to flat and then bet, flat a check raise and then bet is the nuts, then we wouldn't want to be check raising that hand. So if we're not trying to double check raise, it's just bad.
Yeah. I got that in the beginning. So Azan raises pre-flop.
Anyway, more poker.
They check the flop, and now ace peels on the turn. They check again to Ozzy, and he decides to bet. I mean, right there, probably beating. I mean, you could get a queen or a king to fold there.
Yes. No coaching.
Russian Mike the Don, thank you for blessing me. I appreciate it. And Doom. And Doom was in the hizzy, I think, on Monday I saw him.
Ain't Doom sightings, few and far between these days.
I know, what's up with that? He used to be on our stream on the reg.
I know he's been hammering some tournament poker lately. We've had a lot of good tournament poker in Northern California lately. The Stones Classic's coming up.
All the time.
Gonna have a lot of good guest commentators
it's a
for
good
that.
place to live.
We're really spoiled here. We really are. I mean, the poker mecca, is LA. We're not denying it, but relatively speaking, here, I mean, NorCal poker's got a lot of good things going on.
We're almost
Stones
we're
is
the
one of
bearded
them.
mecca. We're the bearded mecca. They have carriages for their dogs in LA. We have beards and plaid shirts.
You're welcome.
369 on the flop.
Happy
Derek.
birthday to Derek. Welcome back to Sacramento.
Flops a set.
Porter's open-ended. Bet 75 in the 210. I'm sorry, he bet 75 into 150.
Wow.
Gonna have a
Twice
harder
much?
time getting value here. He can't bet too big. That's 200. That's about 2/3 pot. And Porter's going to be in a world of hurt if he finds his draw. He does get away from it. It's a good fold by Porter.
You know, the no excessive use of caps in the chat. Kind of don't get it. Just like if you want to yell, right? Why? Does it bother you? Caps?
Think of the things that I'm okay with, and then really, I mean, would I be offended by that?
No.
No.
I don't know, but you're offended by weird things, like random weird things. Like
I'm not
you-
offended.
Like you told
I just
me
don't like things.
you wouldn't let anyone pee on you, and I just think that's weird. I'm just kidding.
Are you though?
Oh, no, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Oh my god. We have 15. Is that a $20 straddle?
Snail Waddle, what's up? Welcome to the stream. It is 5-10 unlimited hold'em. Stacks are deep, and decisions
Ghost
are
of Bam.
marginal.
What's up? Nice to see you in the chat. Thank you for joining us. It's bun night tonight. Jake forgot his. Flop is ace, king, deuce, 2 clubs. Does it make a difference? Troy picking up top 2 pair. 3 on the turn. Check, check. Jack on the river. Now this completes a flush. So they check. Slows down some action.
Troy was hoping that Porter would bluff at it. Favorable flop. What's going on? Welcome to the stream.
Ghost of M said I said hi before, but I know you like me to work for it. Damn rights. Damn rights. You better work. I'm just saying.
You look nice tonight, B.
You look nice tonight too. You look very
Aw,
pretty.
thank you.
Thanks.
See, you see how I do that? Kind of like, you know, like milk a compliment out of her. You gotta give some to get some, is what I found. It's just like action in a poker game. You can't like just knit it up and expect people to just like, you know, like blast off against you. You gotta give a little action.
Right? Here
Yeah.
comes a raise.
V, you look nice tonight, and then she
Thanks,
throws it right
you-
back. Oh, me too. Oh, okay,
so
well,
pretty.
thanks.
You're
Yeah.
the prettiest girl in here.
Oh, V. Oh.
We got a call out of Tom to a flop 4-7-8. Graphics are catching up. We're a little behind. We're not sure what Tom's got. He's got ace 10.
Check, check. Troy with a king 4. Troy's gonna defend the big blind with king 4, and we love it.
Graphics are
Graphics.
going crazy.
No one knows what's going on.
Stop drinking before the show, graphics.
Troy bet 75 with his pair of 4s. Derek's
Ace on
gonna
the
look him
turn.
up.
Just gonna let the graphics get cray.
Derek had a 5-3 with a 5 of diamonds. So Derek now turns a double gut shot. And there it is. No, Derek's not in the hand. It's Adam. What happened here? What the?
I hope they put Bailey's in this coffee. You know, I do a show for half an hour and I have 15 new messages. People,
Right?
get me after the show.
Tori, our dealer here, he's bringing the mane out. You see that? He's rocking the long locks. The 90s are coming back in a big way, I'm telling you.
The 90s are a good era.
Right? Big Earn F9. Welcome to the stream.
I really like Troy reaching for chips. It seems like he always is. Robert calls ace, jack, jack on the flop.
And Porter is smashing it. $120 in the pot.
Porter bets 60. Checks around to him. Porter bets 60 and Troy calls. King on the
Troy
turn.
gets there. King on the turn and Troy makes Broadway, and Porter stands to lose quite a few chips here.
Unless the queen or a jack comes.
It was a non-3-bet pot, so Porter's not gonna put him on ace king here. We can, queen 10 still there. We're mostly gonna be trying to get value from worse jacks here and all the ace X hands. Troy checks over to Porter again. Porter's still going for value. He wants a call. Little does he know. Just a call from Troy. Porter shows all the jacks.
Are you that afraid of the board being paired when you just call there? Why just the call?
I would expect Troy to probably check raise the
That
turn.
means you're putting Porter on aces or kings. I doubt deuces. You know what I mean? He doesn't have deuces there by the river.
Or ace jack or king jack.
Or okay, ace jack, king jack. But you're blocking the jack. Right?
Correct.
So you're pretty much putting him on aces and queens. Aces or queens.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that. Do you call there on the river?
If I'm Troy,
Yeah.
do I just call?
Yeah.
After he fires two streets on ace, jack, jack, king, I'm probably check raising turn.
Okay.
Because all the marginal ace X hands solve their kicker problems.
Yes.
So now, because they're now playing the king kicker.
And now they'll gladly stay to the end.
The downside is that we might lose. Also, at the same
The
time,
aces or kings?
we might lose some ace X hands. So now it kind of looks like we have a jack.
Yeah.
And so I'm putting a raise in on one of the streets, either turn or river. Check raise turn, then we lead river, of course, or I'm check raising river.
Yeah. Okay.
The problem is all the ace X hands, I'm actually expecting to check back most rivers as well, because they're like it's gonna really get hard to call by worse hand. I mean, you call by like king queen. King queen's like the one hand. If we have like ace five,
You don't want to just.
if we have like ace five there, unless you think our opponents are extra aggressive and try to like push us off a chop, and we're really not counting on most people to be betting their ace X hands. I mean, if you're Troy. So if I'm probably not going to lean less toward check raising river and more like check raising turn. Or if I check call turn, I'm definitely leading river. If I just check call turn, trying to get the check raise in on the river. As played, and he did check and did get a bet out of Porter, I would be check raising. But
Okay.
as played, I probably would have. If I check call turn, I'm probably leading river because most rivers are getting checked back.
All right.
Like unless our opponent's like hyper aggressive and thinks he can just push us off a chop.
I'm just saying, as it played, I think maybe lost a little value on the river.
I would have bet. C-Mill 916. Favorable flop. Sweats over sweaters. Likes our graphics. Shout out to the graphics guys. Keeping it real. Adam flop 2 pair. Troy Rivers 2 pair. Sorry, we were gabbing about the last hand through this hand. $400 river bet it's called. And Adam takes it down. Bad river card for Troy.
C-Mill 916 said because he's Troy.
Well, the other thing is why I think leading is better than check raising river, because all the ace X hands that might actually like try to push stuff chops, they're not calling check raises anyhow.
Wait,
We're gonna get one bet on the river no matter what.
The way it played
But
out,
we might-
what's your bet on the river?
What was pot on the river was?
I thought it was quite small.
I'm probably leading like two-thirds to three-quarter pot river,
Okay.
like three-quarter pot river,
I'm just saying, I was just.
because we can still
I guess I
get
didn't like the river the way Troy played
we can
the
get
river.
called by the ace X hands.
Yes. Jess.
Okay, but if we're trying to check raise those
Lion and
hands,
Jack.
those hands aren't getting those hands aren't calling a check raise, but they're going to call a lead, and we're ambitiously hoping they're going to bet. If we're going to try to check raise, I think much prefer to lead river than check raise river.
Matt's putting in a raise. I like it. Matt's one of our biggest Sacramento crushers. I'm not saying. I'm just saying.
He's not
I'm
that
saying.
big.
I'm not saying.
He's
I
not
just
that
love him.
big. He's like average size.
I'm not saying I just love him. I'm just saying I do.
Matt makes it 100 to go. Porter, who had limped in the 4 deuce of clubs, gonna make the call here. Adam
God.
called the straddle.
Porter with the kahunas tonight.
Go Porter.
King, queen, 6, 2
Two
clubs.
clubs.
Porter flops a very nice hand, nice flush draw.
And he's just gonna open shove it into
Matt's
Matt.
got an inside straight draw.
The problem for Matt here is he still has Adam behind, who called the $100 bet out of the straddle, and he's got to worry about Adam, just being willing to check call everything here. If Adam has a hand like King Jack, he might could be waiting to pounce here.
Matt also might be thinking that his backdoor flush draw might be good.
It's ambitious.
Lorson says, "Woot, Peter salad dream, stream."
Matt does not put Porter on a strong hand. He's pretty sure Porter has a draw, but the problem for him is he got Adam behind. Now, if Matt calls, he can probably push Adam out of the pot with all his one pair hands. But do we really need to be doing this? Do we really need to be calling for $500 to try to just hero with ace high and an inside straight draw and push Adam off? Now, Adam's put in a spot where he thinks, God, I wish Matt would have called so I can just fold. But now, because he's in the same spot, I'm pretty sure he's got a draw. And Adam's going to keep the honest, it looks like.
He likes the gamble. I love my new troll, Russian Mike the Don. It's like my new favorite little muffin top. Come on, you got the gamble in you. Just put it in there. Kiss those chips goodbye. You know you want to. He's got the itch, you know? That
I think
gamble itch.
Adam makes the call. Come on, Adam.
You can do it.
He folds.
The Brock says Porter will get there. Sudadesis says life advice from Veronica, quote unquote, just get it in there. I don't see the problem.
Just put it in.
Whatever, same
Same.
difference. I don't see the problem with my life advice.
Porter shoves 5 or 4 high and takes down the pot. Always a good result when we have the 4 high there. We're never going to complain about when raking chips with 4 high.
Right? Porter's a beast. Every crappy hand he's played tonight, he's won with. So
You can't-
take note, boys and girls.
Yeah. Don't
Play crappy hands.
You can't just knit it and win it. No gamble, no future. Throw some chips in there.
Get her done.
Don't flat with
Put
kings.
it in there.
Take the 4 high and shove it down their throat.
Yes.
That can go a lot of ways wrong.
Lorson wants someone to clip him the just put it in there moment. I'm sure the guys back there have the best sense of humor. They'll throw me under the bus. Yeah, you're right. They put that goddamn picture of me with my slipper around my head. You don't. Oh, on Veronica and Friends. That picture of me with the superimposed lion slipper all around my head as a border. Put it up there.
Don't do that, guys. Don't listen to her.
Put it up
You don't know
there.
where she's been. Troy's gonna make it 70 to go with a 9-8 off. God bless him. Robert's gonna call in position with ace queen, and Robert's probably not gonna fold.
And Troy's loving this flop. Jack 10
X.
X. It's open ended now. 3 on the turn.
Diamonds get there. Troy bets 100 again. Robert might think about taking this away. If I was Robert, I would definitely be versus that sizing. And he does. There he goes. Robert's gonna raise him here.
I don't see Troy letting this go. It's hard to let go
Troy's
of
got a
hand
lot
that-
of dirty outs now.
Yes.
You gotta worry about any queen or 7 coming off. That's a diamond.
Yes.
Well, there he is. C'est la vie.
No.
Robert's gonna win
ahead.
this pot.
He checks to Robert.
He's got the best hand with ace high as it is. This is Robert's intent. After we raise turn, we can barrel a lot of rivers and get all the 1 pair hero hands. So the 1 pair with a diamond to fold. And if you get sitting there like with king, jack, even with the king of diamonds, you're probably not calling off a lot of rivers once we get raised on the turn.
Yes. He was hoping for some magic on the river. Give him his straight. Mick Roberts in the hizzy. Always good to see little
J-Mac.
Mick Roberts. Some McLovin.
God awful blue sweater.
Yeah, but it's his. It's like
It's his
lucky.
thing.
It's his thing,
It's his lucky
and
box
it's
sweater.
lucky.
It's his lucky box sweater.
Right? Let the man be. Let him.
He's one of my favorite humans. I can't complain.
Yeah, I mean, we all dance to the beat of our own drum.
You might say this is a porterhouse.
Oh, let's cheers to that one. Porter's house. I get it though, Porterhouse State. Yeah, I got
Yeah,
it.
you got it. Yeah, you got it now.
I got
it's
it.
okay. Derek's gonna get 50 to go with the ace 9 suited. Ozzy.
Rebetting. 160. Graphics are getting a little cray.
Ozzy and Derek are both pretty deep here. This is a spot out of position, and Derek's probably likely to 4-bet or fold. We are suited, we are deep enough, we might think about flatting here, but I mean, knowing Derek, the problem is it's Ozzy. And these are both two competent players. These players are very apt to level themselves.
Oh, and here
There's
comes
the 4-bet. I like the 4-bet or fold approach here with the ace 9 suited. Now Odd's thinking, okay, but it's Derek, and I'm me, and he knows that it's me, and I know that he knows that I know that it's him. So he clearly not choose the wine in front of me.
He knows that I know that we know that. And Ozzy does not choose the wine in front of him.
We just can't profitably flat the ace 9. I mean, we're approaching a depth where we can start playing some of those hands in the larger size pots, but like, I think definitely it's more profitable to play it as a 4-bet or fold type hand.
The Brock called it. The Princess Bride. It's probably a room favorite. How many times have you heard the Princess Bride quoted in this room?
If you surround yourself with quality human beings, you're gonna hear it a lot. Good people who quote the Princess Bride. It's science.
On a regular basis. It is science.
Yes.
This is a science show.
Yeah.
We're like Canada.
They detected gravitational waves again. Did you see that?
So yeah,
Three different stations.
I haven't read about it yet. That's my.
I just saw like the headline. You're right. I haven't read about it.
To do tomorrow.
Yeah, but they detected gravitational waves again.
A bunch of scientists that I follow were, throwing it away. But that's what you want. You want scientists to be like, no, that's wrong, and let me prove it. And then you want other scientists to be like, no, we're right, and we're gonna prove it. And yeah, and then it's like a boxing match of science. We love evidence.
Science is sexy.
Damn right it is. So
we got
Adam
open.
free bets to 200.
Ozzy, who opened the ace queen. Now we see the difference here. Ozzy had ace queen earlier and folded to the limp raise from Tom. Now let's see versus Adam versus the re-raise. We're definitely going to be playing it in position here. 5, 7, 9. That's going to miss most of Adam's 3-betting range. The problem is for our zone, we're blocking all the ace X 3-betting type hands. So if Adam bets here into multiple opponents, we're going to have mostly pairs, as he does. Azan does have a backdoor spade, but it's not the nut spade. Lead for 375, and that'll be at the end of this hand. Peter called the 3-bet with the king 10 off. You might have felt he got drawn in there from Azan calling. Got priced in, I should say. Senator Jaws says, how come there's no September 17th playlist? I don't know.
We are not the keeper of playlists.
I made you a mixtape, though.
That would have been so funny if you actually gave me a tape.
Like a old
That was
cassette
like-
tape.
Smell it. Do things with it. Where would I put it?
Oh, God, stop. The worst. Light it on fire. Use it to light a cigarette. Derek under the gun. Finally decides to let the 8-5 offer go. Open to 50 from Troy with the queen 9. Peter's gonna go ahead and come along here with the ace 6 suited. Adam now, ace jack off.
225.
Takes the aggressive line. We like it. It's a 3-bet to 2 1/4. It looks like from Adam. Tom somehow finds a fold. And here comes Troy.
C1's always reserved for crushers. Harlan, Troy. I didn't know how much I
Peter.
liked Troy.
Now as Peter found himself in another spot where he feels like he's priced in. I wonder if the last hand where he felt like he got priced in has any influence there. Gonna fold the ace-6.
Pot's already got 515 in it. King, queen, king on the flop.
Troy flops the best of it. Adam does pick up an inside straight draw.
Troy checks. Adam checks back. Turn is a 4. Changes nothing. Troy looks like he's given up on this hand, unless
Troy's,
that's just what
no,
he's...
it's the right way to play. If we somehow find ourselves with this hand on this board, it's the right way to play it.
Deuce on the river.
And I would check again if I was Troy. You know, where like Jax is just gonna snap us off here. Adam's gonna try to pick it up here.
Now he has to call. Troy has to call this.
Once we check 3 streets,
Yes.
we should be calling here. Yes. Yep.
Yes. Good call.
Good call, Troy. Well played. Russian Mike the Dawn, who would you call a jack off? Well, for the right price, I'll call anyone.
The Brock 21 says, I quote Labyrinth constantly. I love that movie. Love it. David Bowie. Oh. Dance. Magic. Dance. I watched it a lot as a kid.
I saw Pan's Labyrinth the first time. Good
It's
flick.
like one of my favorites.
It's a good flick.
One of my favorites. No one wants to watch it with me. It's one of those movies I just watch by myself.
It's so
and
funny because
love.
I've known you for as long as I've known you, and I've never been
I've
invited
watched it
over.
like 50 times.
120. Knife
If
120.
I could find another movie like Pan's Labyrinth, oh, so good. Now that you've watched it, because I have no one to discuss it with. Because I have many, many thoughts on it.
Well, we should have these thoughts after the stream.
Yeah, let's do it.
Anyway, I'm down.
Pan's Labyrinth, talk, after the stream, with wine. Here we go.
Troy makes it 120 to go. God bless his heart.
Aussie
Makes it
quickly raises.
300 to go. Troy says, why not? It's Adam's money.
It's Adam's money! That's a Saturday Night Live, no?
Yeah. That was an under the gun open for 120, by the way. Or that was a 120, I'm sorry, there was a 120 straddle. Troy straddled for 120. Yes. Troy straddles for 120. Ozzy makes it 300 to go, and Troy's going to defend with the Jack 6. God bless him.
King 10-4 on the flop. Nothing for nobody. Peter ahead with pocket sevens. Ozzy continues when Troy checks to him.
That's 400.
Peter just probably will not continue here.
We can't. Suited aces, what a sicko, absolutely. Stone's live, ladies and gentlemen. Shed love to half your stack.
Lock the doors. Don't let anybody out.
That's that standard 12x straddle.
I should invite him to Veronica and Friends.
How
He's
have you
perfect, right? How do I not have him on speed dial? Like, when Frank calls me and my phone is on silent, the ringer goes off.
It knows. It just knows.
It's like, no, I have it set. I'm like, oh, Frank is priority.
You're
Like,
gonna need to take this. Like,
yeah, like I
this
need to talk
matters.
to Troy. Troy needs to be on my call priority. Bay, hello.
I've never liked that one.
Bay?
Yeah, it's dumb.
So is Hella, but you all keep saying it.
You know what?
It's
If you're gonna,
it's
like-
a 5-10 game, ladies and gentlemen. I don't want to hear about it anymore.
If you-
It's okay, just let it go. Just let it go. Get it off your shoulders.
You're in
Canadian
Northern
shooter.
California.
Canadian shooter went to solar. Been cloudy. We got some action going on here. Adam raises to 40. Porter calls.
Adam has not been playing tight tonight. I think.
sorry.
Okay, I was gonna say
What are
Porter.
three bets?
I would consider 3-betting with Porter's hand. He does. A little small in the sizing there. Makes it 85 to go. Is gonna bring him along. Troy cold calls, of course. And that is middle set for Mr. Porter. Top pair for Adam. It's a pretty coordinated board.
Checks over to Porter.
260 in the pot. It's a small pot for a three-way three-bet pot. He bets 105. And there's an ambitious check raise from Adam.
Oy vey, Adam.
Mind you, Porter wasn't that deep, so Adam might just have figured out. Adam wasn't checking. He's just like, okay, we're gonna get it in anyway, so let's just like do it.
So let's just do it.
Cut the foreplay and let's just get the chips in the middle.
Yeah.
And Adam's in a lot of trouble. Whoops.
They didn't run it more than once, huh? Porter just keeps doubling up, getting more chips.
Considering how coordinated the board was and Porter's stack size, that's not the typical line I would expect Adam to take. And Adam's not like, okay, like I'm normally not check raising king 10 on 7, 10, 9 in a 3-bet pot here.
What? Oh, so what? No? Oh yeah, no, I'd never do that.
But it's definitely one of those things like, okay, like the board's coordinated enough, you can have a lot of draws. He's not gonna fold anything in. Yeah, I'm not folding, you're not folding. You know, let's just get the money in. Cut, like I said, just cut the foreplay and just get it in.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Once in a while, that's fine.
It's not typical. It's not a typical line from Adam. I wouldn't expect. And once Porter snapshot, I'm sure he's not in love with it anymore. But he can still have ace queens of hearts and shit like that, which we're still technically ahead of,
Yes.
even though we're mathematically behind.
Yes.
Or whatever.
I like the ambition though.
Yeah. Monster hands.
See how I turned Russian Mike the Don around? He loves me now. I take trolls, I turn their leaves around. It's a new side.
Peels back to foreskin.
Oh my god! Why did you go there? 90% of the time I go there. I mean, talking. Like, oh my god. So bad.
Matt H is going to make it 35 to go with the King 10 suited. Robert, why? No, it's going to get through.
Monster Hat says Veronica throws me mixed signals.
MAGA Forever is misspelling my name. So I should just cut the foreplay and shave his head. Oh man, I'm going down swinging, brother. I'm going down with a fight.
Just keep, as long as you keep the beard, the sexy stays.
I can work
Porter's
it.
got a lot of hair, huh?
Yeah. Oh, thanks.
It's okay. Next time Boyana comes around, just rub it in my face.
Sorry, my mind was other places.
Yeah.
You said Boyana and
That was it.
and then it was just like it was over. Peter's gonna make it 35 to go with the ace 6 of clubs.
Under the gun. Are you sure that's not a straddle? It's
Troy's-
typical raising range for him though, so it might not be a straddle.
It's a raise. Troy says Troy's gonna 3-bet the button with 4s. Azan says, "Oh my God, it's Troy. How I focus his hand."
And Peter quickly grabs chips and says, "Okay, let's go. My salad's not here yet, so I can play." To a flop. Heads up now, tell me, do you really want to love me forever? King Jack 3. Peter misses. Troy's still ahead. Checked around. Deuce. Now Peter picks up a flush draw and decides to lead 150. How do you give up on 4s there, Troy?
Pretty bad board and a 3-bet pot the way the hand played out. King Jack 3. Peter's something Peter's gonna open under the gun and then call a 3-bet with out of position is gonna have a lot. Obviously, bigger cards, bigger pairs. I mean, at that point, we're now just like catching against a club draw. I mean, I know you're not really asking. I'm just talking out loud. I enjoy the sound of my own voice.
No, I'm just laughing at the chat. Veronica getting it in since 81. I have to give credit where credit is due, and that was good.
Peter looks like the skinny version of Mike Sexton. I can see it. And the straddle's on, kids. Lock the doors.
Have you ever met Mike Sexton?
Yeah, met a couple times actually.
Mike Sexton looks like the big version of Mike Sexton. I was saying when I met him, I'm like, wow.
There's a lot more of you than I thought there was.
Yeah.
No.
Does Azan stare at everyone before he folds?
Oh yeah.
I'm noticing that's his thing. It's weird.
The problem is, Azana and I have played so much poker together that now I just giggle when he does
When
it.
he stares at you
Yeah.
when he folds. King, Queen, Deuce. I usually get him schmammered in my game. That he can't really stare at anyone. Ace on the turn. Peter's thinking about which salad he's gonna order.
What does that mean, Mike Sexton?
Is he trying to pick him up?
Azan's trying to really think about poker, and this game's just not playing that way, bro.
Those times where GTO messes you up.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Those times where you level yourself into playing worse than your opponent.
Games like this with players like this and this kind of smash up lineup, the deviation from game theory is like super wide. We're just like, okay, like here's the line, here's the like, no, we're
like
we're gonna
4 standard deviations from this mean.
yeah.
Yeah.
Take the entire everything and then add like 20%.
No, it was huge. It was like,
It's a lot.
he kept playing, he lost it all. Yeah, he put out some
Rick and Barstow wants another Vloggers Week.
power, like the number that's in the middle, that's it.
So he was
Harry Hawker, welcome to stream. DICECon Funny 22. What's going on?
20,000. Then he kept playing, like an hour and a half, he lost maybe.
Okay, one of us has got to actually like be doing this. We can't both be doing that. V, you're killing me.
What? Oh, we're both on the phone.
That's what I was saying.
Adam.
Can't do that.
Sorry, Azan raises to 50.
You can't just follow suit like that.
Adam 3 bets to 200.
We like it.
And
And
now
Azan's gonna 4-bet.
Azan is gonna stare at his opponent. A gentlemanly stare, of course. Before he 4 bets. If he folds this, I'll cry.
Folding's never a thing. It's 650 to go. Five bet shove. 5 bet shove. 5 bet shove.
Azan's like, why am I friends with you guys? We have been known to have.
Oh shit, he's cutting out a lot of chips.
Oh.
Oh.
Jesus. Oh.
Are we inducing action?
From the past. I think Azan calls. No?
Adam?
What does Ozzy have behind? 2.6? You fold Ace King here to a shove?
We're blocking aces and kings. We're getting him other price. But the problem is, I mean, most people don't have 5-bet bluffs.
Yeah, no, that's true.
And like their worst 5-bet like value hand is like queens oftentimes. So like we're in a spot where our best case is a flip.
Oh, don't show him. Don't show him. Good.
Calling 4-bet shoves with ace king's one thing. 5-bet shoves, it's really ambitious. I mean, you got to be
Yeah, but
really players.
At
like,
some point when I'm 4-betting, my F-it button goes off, and I'm like, whatever. If I'm sitting that deep to be able to call a 5-bet shove.
oh yeah, no, I see what you're saying. Yeah,
I'm just saying, like, I don't care at a certain point.
yeah. Once you get like, okay, I this is bad and I know it, but
I like bad things,
I like that
which
thing.
is why I'm friends with Jake.
Yeah.
I don't like many things unless they're bad.
It's never been fun like being like
Straight,
Yeah.
narrow. You disagreed with me like that. Hate being straight.
you're the worst. Porter in the big blind. I think you're right. I think everyone knows, like, oh, they must be doing the show right now. I'll text him.
Yes. 50 times.
Yeah.
Rick and Barstow says Jake and Veronica are free and easy with others' money, just like the chat.
We
Hey,
really are.
man. Look, man. Hey, hey, man.
It's not just others' money. If you've ever seen either of us play poker on stream, we are all about driving the action. And we're here here we are now. Entertain us. Play cards.
We didn't come here to watch you fold. Did we?
No, folding's not sexy.
It's not, and neither is the chat when they want to fold.
Queen on the turn hits Porter and Robert. Porter's best, of course, with his ace kicker. Troy has his best bluffing hand with a 3 high and checks.
How do you know that's a bluffing hand? He may feel like he's ahead.
Robert hits 110, an easy call for Porter.
7 on the river.
Backdoor clubs get there.
Check, check. I don't mind the check out of both of them. Rick and Barstow says Jake and Veronica. Remember, I've played with Veronica. I won't read the rest. We'll just leave it at that. Rick and Barstow has played with Veronica. And Jake commentated on it. And it wasn't a poker show.
No, it was not.
Ghost of M says those Waprai seasons, though.
Sessions.
Oh, seasons. I swear to God,
Have you
I
seen the
need a
third
new.
season of Waprai? Oh my god, it's amazing.
I need a new prescription. I got a new prescription in January. I'm reading everything wrong lately. It's kind of like you when you can't see the flush all the time when you play on the stream.
It's really, really real.
Where's your glasses, by the way?
Uh,
Yeah. Oh, I just don't wear them anymore, and I miss things. I need a new prescription.
Tom's got kings again.
What the
Christ.
hell? Poker's rigged. Live poker's rigged. Look out for Waprai this fall.
Oh my god.
That's gone funny. Says I think Stone should sponsor Jake and Veronica.
We need a sponsor. We need.
in our in our Alcoholics Anonymous
Oh my
class.
god. Tom's finding kings again. Oh, shoot me. Christ.
Adam
makes
raises
65.
Oh, and flops a
Top set. Tom will find a hero fold. I'm sure.
Oh, now Tom's got a boat. A boot. A boot.
And a hand that was not 3-bet. Adam's got to feel way good here with his tens. Troy leads out with ace high. Quick call from Adam. And here's Tom. Tom is Armenian Mike's brother. It's possible.
Third time he's flat called kings. The second time he called and then raised when it was 3-bet.
Here's the problem. In a non-3-bet pot, we're thinking, okay, he can't have jacks, queens, aces, like they wouldn't have any of those hands. He would never flat kings. How many threes does this guy really play? But at the same time, you're like, but
Oh,
he's
but it's
raising,
Tom, he's
but it's
flatting
Tom.
kings.
And against all instincts here, where normally you think, okay, this guy's like raising me with a turn club draw, we're folding a pair of tens correctly because of the player.
Now, like you said earlier, he could exploit his image so bad. He could run amok in the
If he
stable.
balanced like 3-betting some like 6, 7, 8, 8, 9 suited hands, something like that.
Do you think? Now this is not normal logic. Do you think that maybe he runs so good, gets kings so often that he doesn't feel the need to always raise them because
No, because that would be implying that.
It's like I get them all the time.
Do you think he's so lucky? Do you believe in luck, Jake?
like
Do you
it's
think-
so rich, like he's so rich that he doesn't.
He's not Harlan.
Okay. I'm just trying to like find some way to not hate his play. There's nothing. There's nothing.
I like Tom.
Look,
Tom's a great
Tom,
human.
look.
We love
Linda,
Tom.
listen. It's not you. It's me. No, it is you. It's you. It's not me. I can't do this anymore. I just like. I talked to my friends and they agreed that you and I shouldn't see each other anymore. Sorry, Tom. Just need a minute.
Troy calls the $55 raise. Peter made it 65 to go pre. And 9-8-6 with one heart. Troy flops bottom two and a backdoor heart draw. Peter's open, or I'm sorry, has an inside straight draw. 3 diamonds on the turn. Check, check. And 8's full for Troy. Check, check. Troy needed Peter to bluff. The problem is that when Peter isn't betting the turn, the 8 on the river is like not a card he can really bluff. I mean, if a queen, jack, or ace comes off, Peter might try to like bluff at it. Get Troy to fold a hand like pocket fives and maybe some one pair hands.
Ghost of M says getting dumped on stream feels bad, man.
Yeah, that's like worse than getting like it's worse than getting dumped like via text or something like that, right? It's
Getting
like,
dumped on stream?
Yeah, it's like
I
public.
mean, I just did it. I just dumped Tom. We were a thing.
Yeah.
I used to think he would raise kings. I can't be with a guy that won't raise kings. Right?
Neither can I.
I feel like I should have my limits.
No. Standard. I mean, like, there's things you will and won't do, and you will and will not put up with, and it's a limp along pot, and Matt's gonna make it 100 to go off the button. There was a $20 straddle in play, and everyone's just gonna limp fold to a single open.
What is going on with
If
this?
you're
I
gonna
don't-
limp hands, you gotta expect at some point to be that someone's gonna raise. I mean, you can't just like, oh, like I can just hope this like limps through and I get to see
Oh,
a
you-
$20 flop.
Oh, you've never played 1-2? You never been berated for raising?
I've been, yeah, I know. Yes,
Yes.
you raise too much. Jake
Ghost
39.
of- Ghost of M says, once I got dumped on a text by a girl I wasn't even dating. I was so confused, but I wished her well and thanked her for all the memories we never had.
That's good.
Jake 3-9 wants to know if this is live, man.
I'm not. You know what? It took about a year. What? A year or 2
A
years?
year and a half.
Year and a half. And I finally warmed up to it and got used to it.
Yeah.
I'm not falling for a jig. The jig is up.
They all call the other Veronica, and I keep thinking they're calling me. Porter put some chips in the middle. Robert looked like he put in their initial raise under the gun. Pocket jacks. Porter calls. 3-4-9-2 hearts. Looks
No.
like a safe flop for Robert, except Porter just flopped a set of 9s.
Another set of 9s for Porter.
And Troy's in his hand. I like it.
Troy flopped himself a pair.
You know how hard it is to get a pair in this game?
Robert leads for 70. Porter's gonna call top set. And Troy puts in the check raise with bottom pair to 250. We can't expect a pair of threes to be good here. This play might work otherwise. Of course, we know he's got problems here. We're gonna run into Porter. And he might not be able to get rid of Robert either. Robert thinks that Troy might have a flush draw, might not fold, he might just re-raise him here. And there it is. And Porter has got to figure out how to not get his money in fast enough. Act normal, just Be cool.
770 is the bet. Porter's got 1.9K.
You got check raise, re-raise, and we are nutted. All in. 2K shove.
Troy gets out of the way. He's like, yeah, I'm just gonna get it.
Robert's gonna call.
Asking if he wants to run it more than
Robert's
once.
got backdoor hearts. Can catch a jack. Once or twice is the question here. We can run it up to 3 times here on Stones Live.
Like if you were playing 2-5, it'd be like 6K.
Okay. Yeah.
They are discussing how many times they're gonna run it.
Heart. Oh god. 9's full for Porter on the first board. Looks like they are running it at least twice.
He needs a jack or running hearts.
6 ain't gonna do it. They run it twice and Porter will scoop.
Porter's just like, what's the word?
Crushing.
Cashing checks and breaking necks. No.
No, that's a saying, not a word. Losing one of the hearts in the first board is bad. We don't. If we're gonna lose the board, we don't want a heart to come off. We want to have all our backdoor outs.
Obviously, when you have a beard, you run better. It's science. We do science here. We have the evidence to show.
Kids, if you want to start crushing, poker games,
Grow
bring
your
it
beard.
out.
Yours
Bearded
isn't
is
long
beautiful.
enough.
I just trimmed it. See how much length it took off?
I don't like it.
I took off a lot of beard.
I'm not gonna call you for another week or two until it grows back. I don't like no beard and short beard. It's not good. Get the beard out. You're in NorCal, damn it.
It was,
You say hella, you wear plaid, and you grow a beard like a real man.
and I like craft beer.
And craft beer.
Yes, there are streams I played. I played on the Veronica and Friends. I played some 5-5. I played a 10-20 on stream. There's not a lot. I did too much commentating, but
Canadian Shooter says width is more important than length. Obviously talking about the beard.
Chips on 11, please.
You can actually find all
Yoga
of
My
our-
Railbird says that 9 shove in position is clearly a mistake. Flat angle turn so your range is protected.
You guys can go on YouTube, find all of our old archived videos. I don't know. I don't know about that.
So, okay, your girlfriend is my Railbird, or your girlfriend my Railbird. Here's the one thing Porter might be thinking there. He doesn't want a heart to come off on the turn and kill his action, because if Porter were to flat
Yes.
versus a bet and 8 flats and then a raise and a re-raise, I mean, yeah, he can protect the range there by just flatting the 9s. But the problem is if a heart comes off, we might get like 2 black aces or 2 black kings a chance to get away if a heart comes off on the turn, and we don't want that. Versus the way we play the hand by getting the money in now, we can ensure to get called with our stack size. Once Robert makes it 770 to go with that size pot after the check raise from Troy, and we shove it in there after just flatting the flop, I think that's our best chance to get called off by overpairs. I think by flatting there, I mean that said, if we flat and the turn's a non-heart, we know we can get the money in. But if a turn does come hard, as it did on the first board, I mean, that's not to be results oriented, but that might be the one chance to get where aces, kings, queens, or jacks plus can actually get away.
Looks like we're 4-way to a flop, 4-5-9, all hearts. Troy is the only one with a heart. Adam picks up top pair.
On the downside there, I see like if we're shoving there, like what draws? We'd have to be like shoving like ace X of hearts there, flatting, and then shoving backdoors, like back shoving hearts to balance. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, if we can stay balanced there by playing it that way. You're right. I mean, but at that point, I think we're just trying to get called. Porter's feeling it. We can balance there by playing some flush draws the same way. I mean, we're gonna price in some flush draws. It's optimistic, but because we're always getting called. Sorry, I'm still thinking about.
No, I actually agree with you initially. I think that if you just call, you're going to end up, if a heart hits on the turn, you're going to end up losing some action. Potentially, he's got two people that are going to call him. Right?
Yeah. And once you, I mean, the check raise there, we would think that if he had like aces or kings with a heart, that he might just call the check raise from Troy. If he had it, especially with the ace of
Yes.
or king, if he had ace or kings with a heart, he would call. Once you raise there, I think he's more likely to have like black aces, black kings, black jacks plus, I
Yeah.
should say.
10 on the river. Adam's going to take this one down. We're the better kicker. Spy versus spy. Well, spy versus spy would be like two of the exact same hands.
Kicker plays.
Canadian Shooter says, I like to fold flopped sets and shove gut shot straight draws for balance.
Yes.
That's how we play in Canada, eh?
The old will never see it coming.
So there's betting, right?
Veronica needs a nice Canadian man. Is there such a thing, Dee? Is there such a thing? So you gotta come to NorCal.
I'm happy here, thank you. With or without a man, I don't care. NorCal's where it's at, baby.
I believe we are bomb pot. So
Yes.
$50 bomb pot. Everyone's dealt. Everyone sees the flop, and then it's poker as usual.
Yes.
There's $4.50 in the pot already, and the flop is King Jack 6. Looking around, Robert hits his Jack. Don't see anyone else with a Jack or a King. Suited aces. Can we get Matt H some cards? I concur. Hella.
Jack on the turn. Robert now picks up trips.
It's a lot of jacks for Robert.
Clutch or kick. Hello from Northern Canada, everyone. Where? Where in Northern Canada? That's a lot of space. 5 on the river.
Checks through.
Troy's the only one putting in some money here. Pocket sevens.
Only problem here for Troy is that 8s or 9s are never folding. We might get a hero cry call from like ace 6. Robert's gonna raise here. Makes it $3.50 to go. Robert's gotta feel very confident that Troy would have led the turn with trip jacks. Troy gets away from the 7s.
Robert, being the gentleman that he is, shows the jack.
He's a classy broad.
He is.
And he's a great date from what I hear.
Jason McRoberts loves dating him.
Yes.
Yeah. Were you thinking about something else?
No, exactly what I was referring
I mean,
to.
yeah, that's all he talks about.
I can't wait for Halloween. I hear that Jason's gonna dress up like Princess Leia, and Robert's gonna lead him around on the chain.
Oh, nice.
I'm excited.
That'll be good.
Poker Sniper, what's going on? Welcome to the game.
I'm trying to find a partner for my Halloween costume, but so far no takers. I want to be one boob.
Jesus Christ, you're the worst.
No one wants to be my Halloween buddy.
Porter makes it 40 to go with the ace-9 suited. Matt's gonna come along with pocket 6s. Robert Y, the ace and the king, and he's gonna make it 155. Out of position. Maybe could have gotten a little bit larger, but it's fine. Porter with the ace and the 9 and the suited was the original aggressor. We saw this hand play out earlier with Derek. And once again, I kind of feel like, generally speaking, it's a 4-better fold spot. Now here's the spot with Matt behind him. If he calls, he might, think, okay, well, Matt's gonna be priced in now, and now I can justify just calling. kind of implying his own odds to flat. You know, kind of an awkward spot. Three-way, 3-bet pot. And it comes down Queen 10-4 Rainbow. Inside straight draw for Robert. Matt still got the only pair with his 2 overs and a multi-way pot. You can't love his position here. Robert's gonna keep all the pairs in the range. He's gonna bet the nut no pair. 230. Robert takes down the pot. Shaq Spinner, 32 says gonna be lots of slutty trumps this Halloween. Lots of slutty trumps.
I'm gonna be a slutty Trump. Oh my god, best outfit ever.
See, I would think that you'd be trying to take distance yourself from after everything that you've done. Like, you'd be like, no, that wasn't me there, you know.
No,
like
no,
it
no.
wasn't me.
I don't mind putting myself out there.
Oh no, I've noticed.
We're good. I'll be a slutty Trump.
It'd be
Do you want to be my Hillary
it'd be awkward if like
and just like be the
Oh.
loser? Oh, damn! I'm on fire.
so $20 straddle is in effect.
Troy puts in a little raise. Raisey daisy. And is that a 3-bet out of Peter?
I hope so. It is. 3-bet to 185. So it was a straddle for 20, min raised to 40 from Troy, 185 now from Peter.
And Troy calls.
Troy's in position.
10 Jack Queen.
Troy's got the ace-4. Peter knows how to play kings.
And he's open-ended. 7 on the turn. Now completes a flush. Troy, the only one with a diamond.
Peter's got a lead now.
If the ace was a diamond, right? If only. If I...
Don't let the pot size confuse you. It was a 3-bet to 185 pre, so there's about $400, 380-ish in the pot. When you
Ace. Now, that gives Troy top pair, but Peter now has Broadway. How did this check on the river?
And Peter throws away the straight. Troy rolls over the ace. Peter doesn't realize he made Broadway and mucks his hand. Oops.
He hasn't had a salad yet. He hasn't cleaned out the system with all that fiber yet.
Ay-ya.
And the chat goes wild.
B-A-N-A-N-A-S.
Bigger and F9 says no way. It happens to all of us. We've all done it.
Then
We've all done it.
raise makes
Yes.
it 45.
You just had to do it. You just had to say yes.
All players, we are
I mean, I've done a lot worse things.
For less money. Porter raises to 45, has an ace queen under the gun. Matt calls, pocket eights. Troy calls, 6-3 off. Robert says yes please, with an ace king. Defending the blind with a king four. Here we go. 5-way to a flop. Queen, Jack, Deuce, 2 clubs.
Players check 2 first.
Robert's got an inside straight draw. Porter flops top pair. Now Porter's leading this. Adam checks.
That is 185.
Yeah, Porter was the original raiser. You see the bet size?
That's 185. Top. Robert just flatted ace king in position,
Yes.
and that's what you get for it.
Balancing his range.
Porter. More beard, more better. As we mentioned, it's science.
Serotonin Drip 77 said, my man Porter. He's buying drinks tonight. That's all I'm saying. I'm sending him the bill.
Haven't seen Matt H with a lot of hands tonight. And Ozzy's not as card dead as usual.
He goes through phases. If we graphed him, it would be like a lot of lows where he was card dead for many streams, and then he was very active. Now he's kind of going back down.
Right, make it 60.
Troy makes it 60 to go. Robert says 205.
Ozzy's
With
got
ace
pocket
10.
tens. Ooh, this is gonna get interesting.
We know how wide Troy's opening, which then odds can count on Robert being able to 3-bet wide. So we looked at a pocket tens, and it might be a hand that we might think, okay, we're just gonna cold call a 3-bet in position here, which is still definitely an option. But because of the suspects in play, we could see a cold 4-bet here from Ozzy.
Ozzy didn't come here to not cold 4-bet.
We are in position, which means we can't have more flats. And that's what we're going to see. We're going to see Ozzy play it, a little slow here, a little snug. He does have position here. If Ozzy woke up with that same hand out of one of the blinds, I think we would definitely see him cold 4-bet.
Yes.
Don't want to play the hand out of position.
Deuce 5-7, 2 hearts. Robert's got nothing. Azan's still safe. Now this connects more with Azan's calling range than it does Robert's raising range.
Robert, when Azan cold calls a 3-bet, Robert's going to expect Azan to have a lot of pairs. Maybe some ace-queen suited, although Robert's blocking out with the ace in his hand. So all Ozzy's cold calling 3-bet type hands, Robert's blocking with the ace in his hand. It's not a board we can continue with because we're not going to expect Ozzy to be folding any kind of pairs on this board on 7-5 deuce, especially when he 3-bet. Troy's open. So at this point, unfortunately, we're just going to have to check and give it up. Power position. Also, Ozzy had a better hand. Better cards. Also. Better hand, better position.
Hugh Hefner died? Oh no!
That happened like a week ago, right?
No.
Yes.
I just found out. I don't have a television. Oh, I'm sad.
Breaking news. I thought he died. I thought it was like a week ago or so.
You're obviously a psychic. You believe in that stuff.
I mean, dead serious. I was positive.
Dead serious? Ah, you're good.
Too soon.
You're good.
Really? He just died?
Yeah. I mean, what a life. Dying at 91, married to like 100 women. How many women has he slept with? Like, amazing. Oh, I'm the worst.
He's like, honey, get the penicillin out of the cabinet.
Raised to 40. Looks like a 3-bet out of Peter with pocket tens.
Viagra stocks going limp.
Peter 3-bets to 225 with pocket tens. He's pissed about his kings when he looks back and thinks about that, or looks back at the footage. King 8-2, 2 spades. Derek now pulls ahead with kings.
So you can see here, this is definitely player dependent here. Derek, I would expect him to be 4-betting ace-king oftentimes, especially being out of position. But against Peter's 3-bet, he's going to play it a little bit more cautiously, just going to call. He does outflop Peter.
Deuce Miles says it just happened. Thank you, Deuce Miles.
Wow.
Thank you for being on my side.
Where the hell did I get that?
This guy doesn't believe
If
anything
you
I
would have
say.
asked me like pre-stream, like
You'd
how
been like, oh yeah, he's been dead for a while.
No, you would say like, hey, if you said when did Hugh Hefner die, I would have been like a week
2
or
weeks
two, like
ago.
a week or two ago.
8 pairs the board.
Should go check. I would expect it to.
Ghost of M. I'm a libertarian with that stuff. To each their own.
5 comes off. Now Peter's gonna check back all his non-king hand, or all his like queens, jacks, tens, all those hands. I expect Derek to lead here, but he's got to be careful with the sizing. If you're gonna try to get paid by tens through queens. There's 1,100 in the pot. It's probably been around 500 maybe. It's gonna cut out 6 and change. It looks like. Spades did miss, but in a 3-bet pot where people are gonna have more pairs than they are just suited X hands. It's 640 from Derek. Peter does not have a spade in his hand. That's good. More likely for Derek to have spade draws. Like I said, in a 3-bet pot, players just have less, suited, hand combinations and more pairs. Peter correctly gets away. Derek takes down the pot. Standard. If I'm Derek there, I might go a little smaller with my sizing.
Sorry, I was thinking about Hugh Hefner.
As you usually are
Yes.
on a Wednesday night.
Yes. Man in a smoking jacket.
I'm dead serious. I would have insisted.
Only because your brain, as soon as I say something, your brain goes opposite. No, whatever Veronica says is wrong.
I would have gone like full hard-headed, no, he died a week ago, and then it would have just happened, and then that would have been awkward.
It wouldn't be the first time things got awkward between us.
Yeah. Troy's gonna limp in the 8s. Man. Ricky Barso says he made it to age 91. Says something about physical activity. See, kids, sex is good for you.
No one's denying that.
I'm being serious.
4-4-6 on the flop. Troy's still ahead with pocket 8s. It's a crushing or missing kind of flop. Troy checks. Troy plays a lot of hands out of position and seems to check a lot of flops. Check calls.
As we should be in flow.
7 on the turn. Now he needs a 5.
Service on 11,
He's still
please.
ahead though, but a 5 would be just nice. Deuce.
Standard check back on the turn there by Adam. Troy's now going to lead river for value, but what are we getting called by? I mean, we got to really think our opponent thinks that we're check calling all our overcards on the flop, and are now trying to bluff. We're trying to get called here by ace king, ace queen,
11, please.
ace jack in this case. I mean, we got to really think that he thinks that we're very ambitious out of position there on the flop, and are now trying to get folds, trying to get ace x hands to fold. Big Hog at 54. Seriously, Jake, when's the last time you raised a barn? Oh, my friends.
No, seriously, when?
It's been a while, my friends. It's been a while. Or ever. How's the game Amish Grinder? It's good.
Main Shooter says, what is a healthcare in America?
Everyone have sex, free penicillin.
Yep. Service and
Healthcare.
And some of you are going to need antivirals.
The straddle's on.
Peter,
right?
heart's not on the reader. Solid eater.
80 to go. More like raised a ball. Absolutely.
Raises to 80. Under the gun plus 3. And Tom folds pocket 7s. Guess they weren't clean.
Just can't even anymore.
I just don't want to anymore. I broke up with him already. I don't know about you. Are you gonna break up with him tonight?
I'm still fighting it. I see the little
Sparkle in his eye.
sparkle in his eye.
I know that was the sweet spot.
Little shimmer of hope. And I'm like, he can turn it around.
I
He'll
know,
get better.
and I did that for years.
Yeah.
And then you haven't been dating him as long as I have.
Evidently not.
I just had to eventually, just like tonight, I was like, I'm done. If you limp, call.
And Peter's on the phone like, what do you mean I folded it straight?
20 minutes ago. Sudadesa says, what's Tom doing in this game? Just trying to raise his profile for the ladies or something? I mean, yeah, because I broke up with him.
Yeah, he's
so-
on the market again, guys.
Yeah.
Girls.
We're in California. We don't discriminate. Guys or girls.
Has any of you guys ever knit it and quit it? It's Tom's
Well
slogan.
played.
Dave Grohl, seat 5. Ish.
He is a celebrity, a local celebrity.
Porter. Got the queen and the jack.
Drinks to 40 though.
Makes it 40 to go. Matt's gonna take the king queen off.
140.
Makes it 140. Matt's gonna isolate Porter here. Out of position, offsuit against a very competent opponent. And Porter finds the best of it. Matthew hasn't had a lot of hands tonight. I think I've seen Tom on MSNBC to catch a predator. Guys, behave yourselves. Chat be good.
That show's the worst. That show is the worst. I swear they pay homeless people to walk in on that building. There's no way. I don't think it's real. It can't be that bad.
Like, there's a salad bar in there. Free salad bar.
Just go in.
Just go in.
And here's $10 if you go in. And then like the pole, like the fishing pole with
Yeah.
the $10. I'm just saying, like, it can't be that bad. It's sad. Why are we joking about this thing?
Yeah, I wish. Yeah,
It's not a joke.
Not our best.
Derek races to 75 in the cutoff. Troy calls. King Jack, yeah, baby.
King of Poker in sack. Is that Harlan? It says this game's bowling,
It's
pouring without Harlan.
Harlan or it's Frank. King Jack 9. You're welcome, Troy. Adam picks up third pair. Pardon me. Derek still with 10s.
Inside straight draw. Just gonna check over to Troy. There's 240 in the pot.
Derek's blocking his inside straight draw. Drawing thin. Adam lets it go. To a turn. 3.
Veronica. Buenos. Buenos. Please.
Heavy cream. No, very much sugar.
Cream and sugar.
Derek calls. 5 on the river. Troy's still ahead with his 2 pair.
Check, check. Troy tables the top 2.
Yep, Peter's hearing the bad news right now.
So no. I had the board was this. Like no. I watched it in
No.
hand. It was this. You folded it straight.
It was this, and you did that. And now I'm hanging up on you. And you smarten up. Man, it's a mom.
I mean, as far as the realm of like those that type of mistakes,
It happens.
mucking winners like that is not as bad as like when you misread and you call off with 10 high. Like,
I almost bet you that I was like,
when you think you have a flush. I did it on the stream.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be worse.
I've seen you do it live.
I also thought I was nutted that hand time.
he has a 3 of hearts. I wasn't even like not thinking.
Raises 75 from Matt. Troy's gonna call 75 with 6-4 off.
And then it was like just shut
Azan has a 3-bet or folds that hand.
Troy didn't even notice either.
Peter with an ace king. Let's see the 3-bet.
Get your monies in there, Peter.
And this time don't fold it when it's good.
There we go. 3-bet from Peter. Makes it 435. It's a big 3-bet.
Steve Racer.
Can Matt just hold full jacks here? Trying to look at Peter's stack size. This is an awkward spot. We are in position. It's such a big 3-bet, though. I mean, if the flop comes 10 high, do we just, like, get it in?
Yours, Jake, and this is Veronica, okay?
You ordered me another one? I didn't even drink this one.
Okay, well.
You can drink both. I thought you'd get maybe water. Since you're on that side, you're in charge of the water.
Would you like water?
Yes, please.
I want to see here. I want to see what Matt is saying. Matt comes to
Wow.
4-bet.
Troy quickly folds his 4-6 off, and Peter just can't
All
wait
in from Peter.
to get his chips in there.
Snap shove for
And
2,600.
Matt's thinking-
And Matt's like, God damn it.
Yes.
In like 8s or something?
0.6K.
Matt calls.
He says once, twice, thrice. What are they gonna do?
Once, twice, 3 times a lady.
Like 7.
M Odd DLC says Veronica Jake, best commentator couple at Stones Live.
Thank you.
We try.
Queen 10-8. Matt's still holding on.
Can I get a couple waters?
Running it twice.
First board goes to Matt. Ace in the window. Oh, and Matt hits a set of jacks on the second board. Peter needs a club. Gets there. Wow, chop it up.
Thank you.
I was, he turned it over already. It wasn't like I was guessing. I saw it.
Crispy bacon, what's up?
Chop pot.
I'm sorry. He tabled the hand before he turned it over. Yeah,
Not yet.
What a board. Matt wins the first board. Is free rolling Peter. Ace in the window on the flop. But Matt hits a set and Peter is dead to the running clubs and gets there.
No.
Live poker's rigged.
100% it is. Rick and Barstow says everybody loves a chop pot. Nope. Matt doesn't.
No, he doesn't.
No, I know. 75 plus 71. No, yeah. I just flipped the
Game over Mang says Stones wins.
You gotta be, if you're Matt, you gotta be feeling so good when you see that jack finally come off. The ace in the window, he's like, okay, all right, we're chopping. And then, oh no,
Oh, a
I'm
jack.
scooping the hell out of this guy.
And there's a turn in the
never mind.
river.
And then turns in river's happy.
Pocket jacks are rigged. Russian Mike the Don. That's been turned over a new leaf. That now loves me. And Baldy says, yay, anticlimax.
Matt can't feel too terrible. I mean, how often are we in a great spot when we're getting in with jacks in a 5-bet pot?
That's
Calling 5 bets
valid.
with jacks. If Matt's if before
the
the
bottom of Peter's
you,
range
you
there.
can, that is the
absolute bottom of Peter's range.
Matt was in. I mean, pre-flop was in the best spot he could be in, which was a flip. Because Peter, I don't think Peter's ever just losing his mind there with 10s like that.
I have to say that. It's hot outside, it's cold in here.
This is why I keep myself more well insulated.
Yes, and also because you can't be kidnapped when you're that big.
Keeps all the diddlers away.
The diddlers. The diddlers.
That's the thing. One of them. That's a new word I learned this week.
You live a hard Scrabble life.
I do.
The diddlers. This time I don't look like a runaway. Last time I put on Apostle's jacket. Apostles?
Yeah, the apostles.
I keep mixing up the mics, the professional mics. You know? I put on Apostle's jacket. They said I look like a runaway.
Oh, you were thinking with the long car.
Oh, it's long car.
Oh wow,
Sorry.
you did mix it up.
I have put on Mike Apostle's jacket also though.
You
I have to say.
just picked it up off the bedroom floor and were like,
No.
I could just see him like in the booth, like with like the stick and like the handkerchief, like Tom Sawyer. Or, like,
They all accuse me of being a runaway.
coffee's made out of happiness. I don't care who you are. Azan's gonna make it 50 to go.
Canadian Shooter says nut bottom. Yep. Adam 3 bets to 200.
Yeah.
And Troy, always one to be a good customer,
takes a king 3 and says yes.
Overcalls. King Jack 4.
Whee! Both players at the king. Troy's got backdoor spades, but he's got kicker problems right now. Adam correctly checks it over to Troy. Troy bets 300. And we are not folding if we're, Adam says,
Eat it.
wow. Check raised to 2,400. Adam shoves it in there.
Says eat it.
I don't like it. It seems
Fluffy.
optimistic to say the worst, or to say the least. I mean, I think this lets all the king X hands, this lets all the jacks get off the hook, this lets all the worst kings get off the hook. Queens is never calling us. I mean, yeah, maybe nut clubs calls off, but we don't really, I mean, love. Unless he feels that once Troy bets, he's just never folding. Troy shows the king, trying to get a read off of Adam.
I feel like he might be getting sticky though.
It does look like,
It does look super bluffy.
but once we 3-bet, it's okay, well, it might look like a flush draw, but if we 3-bet out of position and we flop a flush draw, aren't we leading on king jack 4 with a flush draw and try to get pairs stuff like, you know, 8s, 9s, 7s, and those hands to fold?
Is Troy the kind of guy that gets sticky though?
He hasn't folded yet, so that says something. Adam knows if he was behind, Troy would have already called. Bold strategy, Cotton.
He's asking to see the pot. You know, and you want the dealer to spread the pot a bit. See how much is in there.
It's gonna cost him $2,100 to call.
Liv Stevenson says, think long, think wrong. I don't know. I mean, he might think Troy might, or Adam might be doing this with a flush draw. I mean,
I would. Once
We
again,
wouldn't think so,
But mind you, like we already mentioned this earlier, the way this game is played, this game exactly is played. Sometimes we're deviating rather large from
Yes.
from theory. I mean, I would.
welcome to my world. Population, most players.
Where every hit exploitive, every hit.
Like, where have you been? Wow, it took you a long time to get here.
30 minutes.
You actually like think that people live in GTO?
You play GTO for yourself, not just for everyone else.
Ah, he folded.
Troy makes a good fold, gets away. Game over, man, says someone who arranges their chips like that probably is over adventurous as well.
Eater. Over adventurous eater.
Unadventurous.
Oh,
Is an unadventurous eater.
I'm going to the eye doctor. I'm going to the eye doctor. I've had enough of me. I'm breaking up with me.
Wow. I mean, where
I used to love
you
me.
fallen in your life where you're like, you look in the mirror and you're like, all right, it's over.
We're done.
We're done. You can't tell me what to do anymore.
I've got a new life coach.
Raise my kid 35. Had to beat that, right?
I hope Tom hasn't been chewing that gum for 10 years.
One can only hope. I just don't. Once again, I mean, the check shove there. I mean, the fact that Troy didn't snap fold might mean that that's not the worst thing in the world. But I mean, I feel like we let all the worst kings, all the ace jacks of the world, everything else get away, and we make more money there by calling.
Jack 9-4 on the flop, 2 diamonds. Troy picks up a 9.
This is like how
Bet 80.
Matt C bets. Troy just calls. And Peter gets away. 10 on the turn. Now Matt needs a queen to get Broadway.
10 outs for Matt. He doesn't know that one of his kings is dead.
Bet is 185.
Troy lets it go. Lets the bet 10 go.
No, Matt had a diamond in his hand as well. Yeah, Matt had a lot of outs. Suited Aces says Troy looks like the guy who seemed innocent but actually ended up being guilty at the end of an episode of Law and Order SVU.
I thought about triple check raising, but I didn't have enough chips.
He is innocent. In my heart.
Ninja Puffin 1, welcome to the stream. Biff Stevenson. Hey.
Ninja Puffin said words are hard. They are.
They are.
Yeah, that's no way I'm up in that.
Buns are hard too. You know how long it takes me to get a bun like this? Perfect. My bun's perfect.
Is it?
Yeah. It took a long time. 6 hours it might be.
Really? It's too much.
Just kidding, I have a job.
Dude, that was hella funny. I think I was the only one at the table that knew you were
My job is making my bun perfect. I love that I laugh at my own jokes. I guess I do love myself still. Here we go.
Oh, you got back together with yourself.
I did. I did. Just because Troy's raising, it's making me happy. And I'm back in love.
65 to go from Troy. He's got the 9-7 again. Easy game.
Ron Malt 725 says, "What's up, Stones Live? What's up? Welcome to the chat. Nice to see you."
What's up?
Motobus TV says 6-hour bun. And then I'm going to sleep sitting up so that I don't ruin it for the next 2 weeks. I thought about that.
Or on your side, or just not like on your back and on
Or
your
just
ass.
redo it tomorrow.
Just redo it.
Pocket Table says the bun just snaps on. Here comes Porter. He's wearing sunglasses. Look at that man walk through the room. It's like I've never seen a real beard before.
He's got that whole
Man thing.
yeah, like Viking,
Yeah.
Norseman. There's the word.
Yeah. He has a cave and he pulls women into it by their hair.
Only in your dreams, V. Only in your dreams.
Adam raises to 50. Porter 3 bets to 110.
Are we gonna see a cold 4-bet from Derek out of the big blind with the ace and the jack?
I mean, it's a 4-bet or a fold, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Flatting out of position against a 3-bet there with ace jack is just no 1-0. Troy's got 2 quad draws and says yes. Adam comes along after being priced in. And it comes 10 high, 10-6 deuce, all diamonds. No one has, oh, sorry, Troy has a diamond. Watch out. Adam hits a 6, Porter still got the overpair.
Or in Troy's language, he has the nuts.
$210 from Porter. Wrong color red for Adam. Adam makes a call, ace on the turn. It goes check. I'm surprised that Porter checked there. I mean, we lose now the ace of the naked ace of diamonds. But other than ace 10, there's not too many hands that Adam's gonna have that ace is gonna improve. We can get value from King Queen with a diamond, which might peel a flop.
There's Day. He's in our 5-5 game earlier this week.
Day's a good kid. A lot of fun to play with.
Yeah, you're my biggest fan.
And if you ask him at all times, he's always stuck.
I've heard this.
Yes. That is Day's standard line. Hey, how's it going, bro? I'm stuck. Bro, I'm so stuck. You
When he's not.
watch him just, rake pot after pot after pot.
He's stuck.
How you doing? Oh, man, I'm stuck.
You don't want to brag. You don't want to be the bragger, like, oh, dude, I'm crushing life.
Yeah.
Just like it's easier to say, yeah, I'm stuck, man. Everyone leaves you alone.
Takes up like pictures, be one of those Instagram poker pros. You don't want to do that.
Ugh, I can't follow another Instagram poker pro. If you post chips on your Instagram and there's nothing else there, I'm not following you. Might even block you.
There's Sasha. You see him there on the left-hand side talking to Azan. Sasha, he came within one card maybe, of winning a WSOP circuit ring.
Sick. Flop was 8 king, or queen.
It was Queen 7-7, and he had 7-5. Heads up for a circuit ring, and the guy had pocket queen.
And the guy had pocket queens.
But Sasha had them covered, and they were all in a flip. King Queen suited versus deuces, and the deuces held, and the guy got the double up, and then later, like a few hands later, was the queens versus 7-5 hand, heads up for a ring, and $70,000, mind you.
Yes.
Just a total cooler. It was
We have
sick.
a bomb pot.
Bomb pot. Turn jack. No one with a 4 here as far as I can. No, I'm sorry. Derek's got king 4. What a hand for the bomb pot. Derek's now going to lead turn, hoping to get value from a jack. That's 310 into 350. The jack's not going to fold. We can stack all the other 4s. If anyone else is still playing 4, we can also get value from a flush draw. Porter's got the nut flush draw. Troy does turn the jack. He makes a call as well. Porter, ace deuce of spades. It is bomb pot time. Now here the problem is, like I said, normally, like if you thought, okay, our opponent might have 4, we don't want to see like a 5 or a 6, anything like that come off. Reasonable hands or an ace. We're about ace 4. Playable hands in a bomb pot. No one's got a pre-flop range.
Yes.
So jack 4 is a possibility.
Yes.
4, 10. Every river card is a bad river card because it could potentially make someone's both.
Yes.
He's gonna go ahead and make the call. Spade. Oh baby.
Board is paired.
Derek checks.
Might slow down.
Hits the Porter.
Porter's reaching for chips.
Yeah, we gotta bet. I would bet more than that. I don't think a 4. I think a 4 is not gonna fold. I would have bet more than 430. Wow. Derek snap gets away from the 4. Derek's a wizard. Troy. Let's go with the jack.
You're gonna come say hi?
Gets away.
You run like Jesus walks on water.
That's game, Porter.
Come say hi to people. Can we get all of you in here?
I have to do the squat. Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can get in here.
Here's Porter, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, that was
How do you feel? You feel small?
beard length test. Still winning.
Still winning. Good game, brother.
Thank you very much.
Very well.
Thank you very much. Yeah, it's not hard when you flop in sets all night, so that's
A lot of nines.
A lot of nines.
A lot of
9 is my favorite number, by the way, so that was kind
Nice.
of that's kind of serendipitous. But,
Action game. A lot of some interesting hands being played.
you got Troy up there. He's got a lot of money behind him. He just wants to play as many cards as he can. Adam next to me, he's a challenge one way or the other. His mission was to do a triple check raise. That was his mission tonight.
Triple check.
That's
Just
awesome.
to melt my mind.
Just to melt the mind. We
man.
all sat there and played the odds like, could he do that? But yeah, that was his mission tonight. So
Check 8-3 on the flop. Robert still ahead with aces.
solved the mystery.
So you're out, you're tapping out
I'm
early?
tapping out a little early. Got some things to do tonight, but yeah, I figured go up on a good swing, so taking it home this time. But hoping to see up for Scott. I think Day's in here soon. I think he's up pretty soon. I think he's the first or second longest here. So
Nice.
He's always a good runner in here.
We love us some day.
Love someday.
Porter, we love having you, bro.
Thank you very
Rocking
much.
the beard, rocking the game.
Thank you very much. Good seeing you guys. Good commentary.
Have a good night, Porter.
James Bond.
Crusher. We really gotta get Porter in here to like get the like side by side comparison.
did.
We had to do that.
We just did.
Man,
And you lost.
cold-blooded.
You lost in every way you possibly could. Everyone watched that, right? You all watched him lose. Behold, the littlest beard in the world. Ooh, it tickles. Oh. Azan's sitting next to Peter saying, "Eat this, Peter. Watch me eat this pizza. You and your salads."
Derek's gonna open the button to 35.
Troy
Troy makes the
falls.
call.
Ace on the flop. Derek picks up top pair. 6 on the turn. Checked around on the flop. Canadian Shooter said it's almost back to a starter beard.
I think I cut 2 or 3 inches off this weekend.
I mean, women go get like the peach fuzz waxed off their face. That kind of looks like this. It's a waxable length.
My best friends.
We have some inner circle peeps, and then we have me. I don't know how I got mixed in with like inner circle crushers of Sacramento, and then Veronica.
It's you keep
Magic.
your friends close, your whales even closer.
Oh. They only love me for my whaleness.
No straddle this hand.
But Peter has a suited connector, gap connector.
T-Siphon,
Decides to raise.
she's jealous of the beard. I concur.
I wish I could grow my beard that long. I have to shave it every day because it's a little peach fuzzy. I will say that I do have one mustache hair. I tweeted it. Remember I asked if one mustache hair constitutes a mustache?
I don't remember that.
And I was told no. 4, 5, 8 on the flop.
Good flop for Peter. Top pair, inside straight draw, backdoor diamond draw. He was a pre-flop aggressor. He's gonna bet out for 100 here. It'll get through. Yeah, I think a solid, at least an honest, like inch and a half, maybe 2 inches off.
I don't like it when you do these things. Why? It got cold. Well, then it got warm. Never mind.
But I can't say, I'll give you the reason off air, but
You lost it.
no, I don't lose bet. Oh, yeah, I lose bets.
You lose bets all the
I
time.
lose a lot of, like, yeah, if it's not poker, I'm losing bets. Matt's sitting out in this hand.
He's got to eat his salad.
So here's funny. I know from once again Sacramento Crushers and people. I know that Azan and Matt have a eating healthy like bet going on. Azan is plowing pizza right now in the presence of Matt, who's eating like a salad.
Well, it depends on how much this bet is. Do you have any idea what the bet is?
I don't, but I know that
And it's all relative to what they're used to playing. But yeah, he's tearing apart that pizza.
Oh yeah.
And maybe he's already made his weight loss goal and he's just saying, suck it, Trebek. Now you have to suffer for the next few months. I can eat this pizza.
Bottom 2 for Adam. Porter top pair, top kicker, and he's in some trouble.
Or maybe he's just weak to the pizza.
I know Ozzy well enough to know that Ozzy's weak to sweets. You put a bowl of ice cream in front of that man.
And he has diabetes. No, I don't think he does. Adam races to, so Porter bets out 210. Oh, sorry. Porter bets out. Adam raises to 420.
Snail Waddle says veggie pizza. Electric Hill says veggie pizza is amazing.
Veggie pizza's the best.
Stones has that pear and arugula pizza here.
Oh, that's
It's the
good
mucho.
too.
It's
Yeah.
the mucho.
Pear, arugula. It's got that Italian. No.
Raised to 420. Porter makes a call in position. Turn king. Jesus, it is a diamond. This might slow down both players. Check, check.
Queen.
River Queen, not a good run out for Adam. That is all sorts of two pair for Porter.
Adam gets his hand caught in the cookie jar on a regular basis versus Porter.
I wouldn't. Adam's probably going to check call this. Maybe lead small. I mean, we can beat Ace Jack. Is Ace Jack getting that sticky on the flop? Maybe Ace Jack with a diamond? With a Jack of diamonds? Check, check. And Adam's just worst run out in the world.
When I pushed on the flop, I was like, oh god, and it had to be king of diamonds.
T7 had his 7-4 off under the gun, get to a flop. He might have straddled. He also, I mean, people are playing a lot of hands in this game. I mean, this is not a standard. I mean, this is almost playing more like a big goddamn home game.
Did we say hello to Shaq Spencer yet?
I know I did.
What's up?
Really considering what she oh, of course you would. You have to, yeah. Yeah, exactly. On the flop.
Decently busy night here in Stones. What, I got about 10
Oh,
games
it's
going on
industry
now?
night. It's 10 games, whatever. When the DJ starts,
Oh no, this place gets off
we
the
get
hook.
popping in here.
I mean, we were talking with our friend Arcady for the stream, and like the last art industry night, it was like standing room only, even here in the poker room, up
Yes.
at the bar. It was insane.
It's fun in here. On
It's a big party.
Tuesday.
It's a great place to be. I mean, whether you're into poker gambling or not, just coming down, have a few too many drinks.
Oh, last time
get an Uber.
They roasted a pig.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's what it was.
Yeah, I was here for like an hour after.
Next hand. T7s, yeah, I've noticed the ranges. Yeah, it gets wide. Like I said, you're gonna have to widen up in this game, otherwise you're just gonna get run over.
Shaq Spencer says that's what he gets for wearing a beanie indoors and it's hot AF. You know what? It's not a beanie, it's called a toque.
It's called a beanie.
It's a
We're not in Canada.
toque.
You keep trying to like, oh, I love NorCal. I'm a NorCal chick. Blah 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 blah. But yet you
Hollywood.
just have these like Canadian hangover
I don't say
terms
hella.
like toque.
I'm an import. What's up, Hollywood?
Hollywood, rocking the Twitch.
Where you
Fill up.
Philip, what's up?
Oh.
Oh my god.
Coming back for you too.
Oh wow. And I got a wink. Wow. I swear the bun gets flirtatious behavior all the time.
It's that like it's the pun, it's the glasses. It's like the whole like librarian look, you know, that worked for some people. If they knew that how tall those heels were that you're wearing right now.
At my job today, I had to call a doctor. He's like, "Are you that
I had
librarian?
to call a doctor.
Are you
Wow.
that librarian girl?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's me, that blonde librarian." I said, "Yeah, that's me." That's what he
Wow.
said to me.
You've already got that kind of
I had to call a
reputation
doctor.
because it's getting hot in here. All right, 8-4-5-5. Matt's gonna lead out on the turn. Also, casinos are cold.
They are. I'm cold right now. It's 90
If you look at a
outside.
typical poker player like attire, we like wearing hoodies and crap
Stones
like that.
hoodies. Stones
I mean,
shirts,
it makes sense for a car in the
baggy
room
jeans,
to keep the temperature, down.
and also everyone's got layers of
Indoor climate GTO. Insulation.
insulation.
Yes.
Of
Oh, the
sorry.
worst.
Touch the doll where she touched you.
Poker Pro Eric, what's going on? Librarians are always brunette. Poker Pro Eric, I don't.
You don't get to make the librarian rules, Poker Pro Eric. You don't. Because people who have Poker Pro in their name should play better. I said it. Yeah, I said it.
Folding top set. Oh man.
Wow.
Oh,
You okay? Are you
I'm
gonna
alright. I'll be
cough?
alright. Troy's gonna limp in the ace 4. Azan's gonna be at 50 to go with the ace 8. And this is what we're talking about. Like Azan normally isn't playing a lot of ace 8 offsuit, but the way this game's played, it can actually be played profitably. Strangely enough, Peter's gonna make a call. Queen 9 suited. Porter says yes with his clubs. Queen 9-6, one club. Peter's got top 2 and a backdoor club draw. Porter's got an inside straight draw and backdoor clubs. Checks to Peter. Says no free cards. Puts $100. Game over, man. Not librarians in a certain class of films.
I don't make that much money. I'm broke. If I was making films, I'd be more rich. But that's also due to my gambling problem. 9 on the turn. Peter, you're welcome.
Lock it up.
Don't fold though. Sorry.
Oh my God,
That's what I'm here for.
Porter gets out of the way. On to the next.
So yeah, Friday. Oh wait, I'm playing 6 p.m. I'm excited. Are you?
I am very aroused.
Are you gonna play?
Probably will.
Yeah, let's do it.
Friday 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
08 tournament.
Yeah. Limit.
I'm down.
Yeah. Let's do it.
It'll be fun. You guys, everyone who's in the area, coming down, play with us. We'll be barreling the booze, I'm sure. I mean, the pokers.
Ogres.
Limit games are just so much more social.
I feel like Mimosa Jake hasn't come out to play in a long time.
I reeled it in. I reeled it in a lot. I've been on like my best behavior.
Is Mimosa Jake gonna come out and play?
He might. He might. The last time you did that to me, well, last night I got started, we were like, okay, just come down. I wasn't gonna play that damn tournament, and it was like, just come on down. We'll just like drink mimosas all day. We won't take it seriously. And I ended up just like, and I win, but I offended a lot of people in the process.
Well, I mean, you are Jake, and they know you.
Yeah.
His salad looks sad. Like there's no dressing on it.
It's because he's gonna win
Matt's
it. He's
really
gonna win the bet.
Trying to grind out a couple grand out of Aussie.
Deuce 5, 2 diamonds.
Matt continues with 10 high.
Got a flush. Oh no. Porter on the button. Folds the 3s on Deuce 5.
That's interesting.
In position even.
Pocket Table says he'll be here for the 08 tournament.
Pocket A's. Pocket A's. Get yourself together. There's no L there.
Game Over Mang says 08 tournaments are the best value. Yep. I'm calling him Pocket Tables, and I should actually call him Pocket Tables because we're friends. I should just call him that when I see him.
Yeah. Yeah, don't half-ass it. Anything worth doing is worth doing right. If you're gonna call the man Pocket Tables, just do it all the time. You don't just like have like, and then when you see him, you're like, oh, hello, Abraham, how are you? Get all like proper with them. And as soon as he's like not in front of your face, then you start like talking smack.
He doesn't drink.
Pocket
I'm gonna send him a beer too. Might as well just be like the worst friend in the world.
Nothing new for you there, B. Nothing new.
Shut the F up.
Porter, he's gonna limp in. It's a $20 straddle. He's gonna limp in the ace jack off. Derek's gonna complete the natural big blind with the queen 10 off. Troy's gonna check his option, and 3-way we go.
Ace King 10, 2 spades. Porter flops top pair.
Nope,
Derek
no problem, Abe. Looking out for you.
needs a jack.
Turn heart one time.
King of hearts. There you go.
Troy got out of the way. Derek checks. Porter's gonna check back. Jack and Derek gets there.
It's a weird way to get there. Such a messy board. And he bets, looks like 175.
Porter is calling to chop.
I'm a sucker. Big decent beat there, big guy.
When he goes over the double digits,
I think he's gonna think better of it.
I know, I kind of like. They're not an easy beat.
Porter correctly folds. Derek's never betting worse there. The pot was limp, so we can't really put Derek on ace queen. So we should never really be losing to any of the other ace x hands. But that's our best case is a chop still. Plus Derek can still have all the kings in his hand. I mean, he can have all king queen, king 10, king jack, all those, all the other random king x hands. And if we're feeling king queen or queen 10, we're definitely be feeling king x. Mucho.
Yeah, I was just thinking about wine tonight. It's Wine Wednesday.
Oh, I heard we got an updated wine list.
Shut the front door. When did you decide to tell me this? Like,
I'm sorry,
why-
this is the first wine Wednesday that you and I have been together.
What? Like you don't have my phone number? You
I'm
don't
not
have you don't
sure.
Snapchat me?
I'm not sure. I'm really not anymore.
Shut up.
Yeah, we got a new and improved wine list here at Stones.
OMG, let's
And it
take
is
a
Wine
look.
Wednesday.
Are there new tabs? Don't lie to me. Lie to your girlfriend, not to your best friend.
All right.
Adam raises to 50 with a king 8. Suitor. Porter wants to be a good customer. He calls.
Like a
Derek.
good neighbor, Porter is there.
Derek wants to play also. Graphics are catching up.
oh, chop, yeah.
Queen 7-6 with a rainbow.
Graphic lag, catching up here, kids.
Derek flops open-ended. How nice.
Troy's gonna bet a 7.
Technically ahead.
Adam's gonna call with king 8. Some players behind him too. Interesting. Backdoor straight draw, backdoor flush draw.
Derek calls. 3 of clubs on the turn. Now Derek picks up a flush draw. Checks. He is out of position.
If Adam tries to steal it here on the turn,
Check, check all
I
around.
was gonna say Derek might have check raised him.
9. Derek.
Derek rivers a pair and gets there. But Troy bets 300. I don't think, yeah, Derek can call there.
Oh, man.
And Troy's aggression pays off.
Well, let's hang our heads, boys, because Mr. Hugh Hefner just
Doc Daddy Do says food looks awesome. Is it comped for players on the stream? Actually, for stream players, you get, I think, about $20 voucher
You
to
get a voucher. You get a voucher.
eat. Yes. So yeah, you pretty much get a meal there.
And mind you, when you're in the restaurant's amazing, but you do get, I think it's what, 40% off?
Yes.
40, you get 40% off at all times, whether you're on the stream or
40 or
not.
50?
40.
Okay, 40.
So yeah, if you're playing poker in the poker room, you get 40% off.
It just means we're better. We're
we are.
better than the dark side. We're better people.
Yeah.
We deserve.
Then people who would have a family and be at a restaurant,
Yes.
with their loved
Yes,
ones.
we're better. We're
better.
degenerates.
Yes.
Degenerates need love too, and that's what Stone says. It is a pretty nice restaurant. We've gone here with your kids. We had pizza.
Wow, what out me on stream like that?
What do you mean? Me and you, our children. Why do you want to refuse them? We've had the paternity test. Can you just pay me the last 3 years, please, that you owe me?
I don't know. The little one still doesn't have me convinced. He eats a lot of crayons.
He's smart. He's just special.
Special. Adam is going to call the 175 with the king 10 of hearts. Matt, who 3-bet to 225 with king deuce. Porter now is the monkey in the middle, and he's going to let it go. Clowns left to me, jokers to the right. Jack 9's in the muck.
Queen, 10, 9, all clubs.
Adam flops the best of it, but once again, it's the wrong color flop. Matt's going to c-bet this and take it. No, Matt is going to check back here.
Ace on the turn. Neither one of them have anything. I would think Adam could lead here, seeing as Matt checked back the flop.
I would expect Matt to have some sort of equity check back to flop here. Now Matt's got a bet.
$280.
Adam gets out of the way. Lays on the best hand.
Game Over Man says if you can afford to detail that beard, you can pay for the little Brillsteins.
Brill Steels. Oh.
Brillsteins.
Brill Steels. Rosen Steel. Brill
I don't see an L there. Brill.
And then he corrects it, Steels.
Oh. Oh, well, I didn't look at the second line. I thought the joke
I didn't read the
was
whole thing.
done.
I just read one line and ran with it.
Yes.
Way to fact check.
You're welcome.
Folding that 97% must have my luck. Did we miss a bomb pot? Were we overdue for a bomb pot?
I don't know.
Well,
I feel like we're overdue for a lot of bomb pots, but
well, now I think we had a dealer change for the moment. We doing it like, you know, in succession, like where the button is. You know, so like when the button gets to so and so. Now that we've had a dealer change, then we do the bomb pot. That's how we've done it in the past.
yes.
Matt makes 35 to go with the ace and the king. I'm gonna hold down the fort.
Yeah, the bet was only $20. See $5 to see it.
Takes on the pot. Mad Kaplan, no bad beat stories. Thank you. But also that is a brutal one. Gross. Brent Harrington in the chat. What's up, brother man? Stones live, party time, excellent. So good. Matt Kaplan, we love you. I'm just jesting. Just jesting. God, I'm on my third coffee. Am I going to sleep tonight? I better not. I better not. Matt's going to get 75 to go over the straddle with pocket eights. Troy's going to call the 75 in the cutoff with King 7 offsuit. Adam takes 6-7 offsuit. And here he comes. It was a $25 straddle. Jack 3-3. Matt is going to c-bet. Troy snap calls him. Thinks he can make Matt give up on a later street. Turns the ace. If Matt checks this, Troy can probably stand a pretty good chance of stealing it. 400 in the pot. Here comes Troy. Bets 150. Matt is cutting out a check raise and makes it 400 to go. Matt saw something I didn't. He's got a lot more experience playing with Troy than I do. And Matt check raises the turn and takes in the pot. Now, he had the best hand, but I don't think Matt was looking for calls there. Nice move.
Anybody want to move?
Orders cashing out.
Interesting move by Matt in the last hand.
PR on 11.
$25
Open
straddle,
seat.
open to 75. Got called by Troy in position, as well as
Jeremy, come get your money back from me.
Adam defending the straddle. Bump with Jack 3-3, Matt with pocket eights. He c-bets for 1.
get you last time?
For 80.
Okay.
C bets 80. Gets called by Troy. Troy got king 7 up. No pair, no draw. Turn ace. Matt checks pocket ace. The board is ace, jack, 3-3. Troy bets 150. And Matt check raises to 400.
Yeah, it's a crusher though.
Yeah.
He peers into your soul. Have you had one?
I'm just
in
gonna
general.
I'm gonna wear like a hijab next time.
Yes!
Like,
Yes! Yes! That's the only way you can beat Matt or Zahn or who else would we put in that category?
I didn't hear you say.
Zach.
Zach? Yeah. Not Sasha? Sasha?
No.
No.
Just kidding.
Jake in an effing hijab would be hilarious. Do they come in your size?
I'm sure they do.
He like doesn't realize that
I'm sure there's some very large Muslim women out there.
I mean, it's essentially a bag.
Let's not start talking trash
I'm
on
just saying.
stream.
I'm a woman. I don't want to be put in a bag. It's a bag with holes.
I shouldn't have brought up anything. That's more off-stream conversation to be had. It's a 3-bet from Adam here. So we got a limp from Troy, an open from Azan, a 3-bet from Adam, and we're gonna go 3 ways and a 3-bet pot to the flop.
And we can't see the cards, and I'm gonna cry.
I see 2 paint cards and an 8 or a 9. No, 1 paint card. I need my goddamn glasses. You're right. And this is the
This
problem.
is bad.
This is the
You
problem.
don't listen to me. Everyone checks to Aussie. Aussie leads.
I think I got like a pair and an inside straight draw, and I bet. And in actuality, I have like an overcard.
It's the best way for you to win them.
Yeah. Just pretend to like run good.
I'm just looking at like the stuff going on because I obviously can't see what's going on in this hand. Tilt.
A little frustrated. Can't see the cards, can't see the board. We know it's Troy and Aussie heads up on the river. River's an ace. And Aussie's raises. Aussie's got a queen or a king in his hand for Broadway, I'm pretty sure at this point. Troy folds.
Oh, super tilting. We couldn't see this hand.
Aussie made Broadway. Should be pretty apparent by then.
I can't see the cards. I'm seeing the flop.
There's 2 pink cards, a 10 and an ace.
Okay.
All cash players, make sure you're seated.
Can we get a shout out to the Sacramento Springs Retirement Home for moving their 5-5 game to Thursdays so Jake could be, whatever. Wow.
Gets you every time. It used to be Jig.
Hey-ya.
So I'm just gonna skip the missing players.
At least we can still see how pretty Veronica is. You've taken Russian Mike Dawn and completely
Turn him around.
Yeah.
Better chance for me to win.
I have a tendency of turning them around until they punch me on stream, and then I have to let them go completely.
I pushed you.
No, I'm not talking about you.
Oh, I forgot about that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was awkward.
V and Jake is the best commentator combo. Thank you. That's an objective fact. That is.
I concur. Now we are bomb potting.
Whee!
Flop is out. Oh, we got Jen in the dealer box now.
Love it. It's Western night tonight, by the way.
Jack 7-3, 2 clubs. Peter flops 2 pair, and somehow we have 2 Jack of clubs.
I saw 3 night.
Peter's got the Jack of clubs and the Jack of clubs.
Yeah. Okay.
Graphic lag.
Damn it! I'm gonna lose my prop bet. God damn it!
What's his name? Iglesias?
Damn it!
The comic?
So, Pocket Tables and I had a prop bet. I just lost. I don't want to talk about it.
I would have liked his side in that bet.
Like, I made the line.
He didn't have- he didn't-
He was like needling me, like, how do you not have confidence?
He didn't have Jack 3 because it showed that he had the Jack of Clubs, and the Jack of Clubs was clearly on the board. So the way the RFID cards work, there's a little microchip in the card, feeds back to the software. If there's an error in the card, it's gonna misread what the card is. Jeremy in the game. Jeremy taking over seat 9, and we're gonna expect Jeremy to play a lot faster than Tom did. This is gonna be good. Lock the doors. If the game wasn't live before, it's definitely live now.
Lawyer Jeremy, is that who we're talking about? Yeah. I like him. I had a little talk with him before the stream. Nice guy.
Actually, Veronica, I'm just kidding.
Ozzy raises to 35. Can't see his cards. That's a call out of Adam. Ace 9-7. Check, check. 10 on the turn. Now there's a club draw on the board.
I think the guys in the technical booth are working out the graphical errors with the card reader. That's why we're not seeing any cards right now.
Russian Mike the Don says Tom is looking up hookers on Craigslist. Hashtag happy ending. Everyone can get a happy ending.
Zon taking out another pod.
That's what you get for jamming a whole pizza in your pipe.
Pizza's run good here too.
I'm not saying, I'm just saying it's science. Pizzas, beards. Zon's got both of those things.
Yeah.
A whole pizza in his belly.
That's a whole lot of run good. That's a whole lot of run good.
He's gonna hate text me the next few days.
As soon as he wakes up from his nap in a few days.
Pizza coma. 3 pounds heavier.
I like the scarf on Jen. Looks good.
I'm just chopped
Don't
liver.
smile at me that way. Don't smile at me that way.
We all know.
Raise
how
to
you
65.
feel about things.
About things.
Troy raises to 65. Why not? Jeremy calls. 533. Peter calls. Game over. Game over, man says don't admit technical difficulties. This is the play at home Jack Link's hand.
Troy flops a lot of threes. He leads for, looks like 55 or 80. You can see there's 3 or 2 green chips there. Bet's 55. Jeremy's gonna peel with backdoor clubs and 2 overcards. Turn 6 and Jeremy's completely dead in the water. And check it back over to Troy. Now we see how many hands Troy plays. Jeremy still might not be done. Now he finally does get away. Bet's 125. Check fold. Turns out the game is hard when you can't see all the cards, huh? All our wizards in the chat went away as well. Weird.
There were wizards in the chat? Who?
We have wizards in the chat. They're all wizards.
I've never seen them before.
Poker Pro Eric.
No, I still have not seen a wizard in the chat. What's that? Can't hear a name unless it's a wizard name. No, haven't heard one yet. No, Poker Pro Eric. No, doesn't ring a bell. I don't want to get mad. I love needling him. I have to say, Poker Pro Eric.
He can take it. He can take it.
He hasn't threatened to hurt me at all after all the needles. He is truly a nice guy, but the needle is strong from me to him. I love him. You know, certain people you can't.
Yeah, you just can't take it.
Jeremy spoken. Derek races to 35.
Jeremy's gonna make a call out of the small blind. You know Troy's calling. 8-6-4. This should mostly miss most of Derek's opening range. As it is, he flops open-ended. Look at the hands he's up against. 10-5 and Jack Trey. What a game. That's 100 from Derek. Open-ended with backdoor clubs. Jeremy's got an inside straight draw. There's no diamond on board. Otherwise, he might think about calling there as well. They're both going to get out of the way. Canadian Shooter, are pancakes a vegetable?
Yes. Where are pancakes made? How are they made? They're made from flour. What was flour? Flour was wheat. What is wheat? Wheat is a vegetable. Everything is a vegetable.
Beer's a vegetable.
Beer is a vegetable. Meat is a vegetable. What did that animal eat? A vegetable. I've solved all of your problems.
I'm a vegetarian.
We're all vegetarians. We're all vegans. Canadian Shooter should know this. Maple is a vegetable. He's Canadian. Pancakes are
The national currency.
the national currency. They got rid of pennies. Now we have pancakes. Derek races to 50 with a king 10 off in the hijack. And we love it. Troy, our #1 customer of the stream, calls. Jeremy calls. Deuce 410. Where was Jeremy all night? I missed him. So happy to see him here. Troy checks. Derek bets 60. Jeremy says yes, please. I have an ace and I have a jack. And I'm living life. Turn is an 8.
Completes a hard draw. Jeremy now picks up the nut flush draw. Derek picks up the second nut flush draw. And Troy's still hanging around with his top pair and no good kicker. Derek's definitely going to bet. That's 135.
All right, we got a winner at 9 o'clock. Della for the 100.
Jeremy's in position.
Congratulations to Della.
Just calls. I think Jeremy could have maybe thought about ripping hearts there.
7 on the river.
Another 150.
6-10 in the pot.
Man, a heart on the river would have been crazy, right?
Derek's trying to get value from a worse 10. He just can't find it.
Callie, your 2-5 seats open the poker row. Callie, the 2-5 element.
Because proper tea is theft.
No, why do anarchists drink only herbal tea?
Because proper tea is theft.
There's a gap in between.
Jeremy's going to limp in the Jack 4 suited out of the cutoff. Troy, I would expect him to open this hand. Although he has been over limping a lot, he does open the Ace Jack. Makes it 70 to go. Azan King Queen suited out of position is just going to call.
Just a reminder.
And Jeremy says yes as well.
King, Queen 7 on the flop. Run better is on. Although Troy now's picked up an inside straight draw. A 10 would give him Broadway. And Jeremy just has a hope and a dream.
Bet is 150, or I'm sorry, 125. Snap call from Azan. And lock it up for Ozzy. Queen's full. Check, check.
Last call, Callie, for your 2-5
Deuce
seats
didn't
open row.
improve
Callie,
Troy at
your
all.
2-5.
Ozzy bets 400, it looks like. Oh, and Troy raises him. It's a mini raise back.
Wow.
Chips on 11.
Azan's like, how do I run so good? Troy picked a really bad spot to turn his hand into a bluff.
Troy can have pocket kings, but it's so hard because Azan's got a king's hand. We look at it for the case kings. We can't be that scared of the nuts. Azan's gonna try to find the right size here to get paid for value. What he's got to imagine is like pocket sevens or like the nut or the case queen. Azan makes it 2,100 total. Another
Troy just
1,300 to call. You know what? Troy's not calling.
Yeah, how did this happen to me? Bad timing. And so often when you're playing, so had Azan had just a king, you know, very few people are capable of bluff raising the river, right?
Yes.
So it might have got a king off there. It might have got Azan to fold a king.
Yeah, I think Azan's sizing is different there. If he has just a king, I don't think he's making a full pot size or nearly a pot size bet
Yes.
with just a king.
I'm saying Troy's
Troy's river raise.
initial raise.
And if he's gonna do that, he probably needs to like make a sizing that min raise.
Yeah, the min raise is kind of.
I mean, on the other hand, it looks so valuey. Like, when is he ever bluffing?
It does look value-y. It doesn't look bluffy. Yeah.
I mean, as long as you're balancing, I mean, you're gonna have to make sure that you're raising your min raising your nut hands as well.
I'm just saying I don't hate it because it doesn't happen very often unless you do have the nuts locked down, right? And you could get a king to fold. Had Azan had a king, could have got a fold.
Correct.
Wow, you agree with me? Woo!
No, I just said I agree that you could get a king to fold.
Yes. I'm not saying Azan would have folded there with a king. I'm saying it's very rare that someone's bluff raising river.
Yeah. Ace 7 5. Azan inside straight draw, backdoor diamond draw.
Canadian Shooter said he raised the al minimum. Oh, I love it.
Azan leads for 130. Troy calls with a pair of fives, turn diamond. Azan might overbet here. The problem is you can't expect Troy to be folding a lot of aces. Against a lot of other opponents, Azan, I think an overbet here is standard. He might do it anyway. That's 285. And Azan is on one right now.
Azan's up to 4.9K. Started out, I think, 2.8. We started the stream. 3.2.
Being up 200 bigs is good.
Yeah, he's on a little heater tonight.
Matt Kaplan says, hard to imagine bottom pair is any good, especially after losing that big hand. Yeah, sometimes you gotta go back to the drawing board. Troy's gonna limp the hijack here. The 6-7 suited. Azan's gonna open Queen 10, try to push the blinds out, isolate Troy, heads up. Unfortunately, Adam's in the blind, and Adam doesn't like getting isolated, or he doesn't like getting pushed out. Mixed call with the Jack 4 suited, and King 10-4.
Aussie flops the best of it. Checked around. Deuce. Now, if they both check to Azan, does he lead? Does he bet?
Now, after two players check this twice, yes, we bet. 140 in the pot. Makes about a half pot size bet. That's 80. I'm sorry, that's 95. And Azan is not losing many pots these days.
I'm getting needled. Like I lost a bet, prop bet tonight. Oh, I'm just running bad.
I feel you. The life run bad can be real sometimes.
You know, like those days where you sell action and make a lot of money and make the people who bought off you money, and then those days you don't sell action, you lose.
Do you think part of it might be because you're playing differently when you're selling action?
Yeah.
Because when it's your own money, you're like, I don't have to answer to anybody.
Yeah.
Screw it.
all.
Yeah.
I want to call for runner. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, perfect happens sometimes, right?
Oh, yeah. Ask Porter.
That's true.
8-5, 9-5.
Azan, who's still not losing many pots these days, wakes up with ace queen. Jeremy and Troy limp in.
Raises to 50. Perfect position for an ace queen in the cutoff.
For 1 point, you have to be like.
And Matt says yes, please. Been waiting all night for this moment. Pocket threes.
Jeremy's got the old 49er.
King 7 deuce. 2 spades. Azan's got the ace of spades. Everybody checks.
You can switch back
Jen is looking cute. I'm just like, I'm not gonna lie. She's very cute.
Jen's a crusher.
I like her long tail.
Ozzy continues for 100.
Have I pushed anybody else pot?
The kid's just not losing many pots these days. I said it again and again and again.
Actually, can you just do us on out?
That pizza.
It's the pizza, man.
It's the only plausible thing. You probably no study time, nothing, no run. It's all pizza.
It's all pizza, man.
Yeah.
He doesn't like put any time into this game at all.
No.
Like he just studies pizza.
Yeah. Game theory pizza. Like you can't. And there's different pizza combinations. You can go bell peppers and onions. We can't go bell peppers, onions, and mushrooms without also sausage. It's like.
It's science,
Yeah.
actually. I mean, if you want to win. I mean, you can go the other way.
You can do whatever you want.
But if you want to win, there's combinations here.
Yeah, you got to know all the good pizza combos. Tom with the ace king suited.
Really funny how he'll raise ace king, but not kings.
Well, you can never be too careful. Robert Wise going to flat the nines. Jeremy comes along with the 5 tray suited.
Ace king 4.
2 clubs, inside straight draw, flush draw for Jeremy. Tom bets 150 with top 2. And Jeremy's, yep. That's a lot of outs.
Does Tom wear a full body condom when he has sex?
Just stop, please.
Just
God damn
asking.
you.
You can never be too careful.
Robert folds. Turn was a 9. Robert would have turned a set. Of course, he's never getting to the turn.
And
Tom
call it.
shoves.
Robert's like, F my life, I wish I gambled more.
$500 in the pot, and Tom 3x shoves turn.
Jeremy has so much gamble in him, I know he wants to.
Oh, we lose all the ace-x hands. We lose everything. Did they pay to rabbit hunt? I think they paid a rabbit hunt. It might have been a club. Sick. Three X pot shove on the turn.
Look at Abraham needling me. The needle.
It's good. Canadian Shooter, did you guys not know how to play deep stack? So many overshows. Gotta buy Phil Hellmuth's book, bro.
He's needling you. He's needling you where it hurts.
Non-game theory play against worse opponents by Phil Hellmuth.
Just, yeah, running,
coulda wrote that book.
running a huge home game against businessmen by
coulda
huge
wrote
help
that.
by Phil Hellmuth. What?
I could have wrote the book in like 2012, how to play ABC and win money at 2-5 in Vegas.
It's true. I mean, poker. I still don't understand things sometimes. I just don't.
I just don't understand things sometimes. That not understanding something makes it humorous.
Yeah.
You have to laugh or you'll cry. You choose to cry though more.
Yeah. The tears is how I know my heart still works.
It doesn't work. No.
It doesn't. No.
The tears don't.
Open to 60 from Troy. There's not a strat on play. That's just a 6x open. He's been doing it all game. 9-6 deuce. Troy checks over to Peter. Peter's got a pair of sixes and he's going to bet it.
They didn't jump. That's how it goes.
Troy's not done with the overcards. Going to check call 125. Turn jack. Troy picks up a lot of outs. Inside straight draw. Still has the 2 overcards. Check, check. River king. Troy bets it. That's 250.
Service on 11. Cry with me.
Oh, okay. Well, by the way, you're the one who started it.
Why is this my fault?
Watch. I can't do the thing. You do it. Go back to that. I'll show you.
No, I said we're in the poker room.
Oh, I misread that. Anyway. 5-10, no limit hold'em. Stones Fall Classic coming up. Over 200.
Veronica is doing a cash game with Jonathan Little. That's all I care about.
Wow.
No one cares about the Stones Fall Classic. Well, they do. They do, but Veronica's doing a cash game with Jonathan Little. I hope he doesn't watch this footage. He's going to be like, boop, 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 beep. Justin, change the commentator. Like that. Boop, boop, beep, bop, boop.
I was going to comment on that, yeah. Which one? You know the one who just went and said boop, boop, beep, bop?
Matt 3 bets. So Adam raises to 40. Matt 3 bets to 135 with an ace-king suited. Troy calls. Adam calls, and we have a show. 4, 5, 6. And Adam is open-ended, and so is Troy.
Not the best board for ace-king. Turn 9, Adam now makes a pair of 9s go along with his draw. Bet is 400 from Troy. Snap call from Adam. Matt gets out of the way.
Service on 11.
Check, check. Pair of 9s for a $1,200 pot and the win.
Eight on the ocean.
Anybody else need service here?
Riggery, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. AO Dat 2. Hey, 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 hey.
That was a 3-better.
You're welcome, Riggery.
They just showed the 3-bet with King Deuce. So.
I don't know why you're not returning my calls. I call you like 10 times a day. You should. You got him, right? Left you lots of messages. Texting 3 in the morning 50 times? No?
Earning a living playing poker in Vegas is possible, but you'll have a huge problem making a living off poker in Macau. The problem is that you need like a $5 million bankroll to play poker in Macau. Peter's gonna limp in 3s. Jeremy's got the queen of the 3 and it's suited and he's gonna say yes.
Did Tom get a profit tonight? He's earned a profit. Anybody can do it. Ace, 8, deuce.
Anybody can do it. Even Tom. You're the worst. Jeremy flops a flush draw.
It kind of came out after I thought about it.
Checks through.
Before I thought about it.
Jeremy makes his flush. Robert bets 15. King high and a 10 high flush draw.
AO.2, what's up? Nice to see you in the chat.
Robert Rivers is a king, and he might actually value bet it. He's going to. That's 30. Jeremy's going to raise. Makes it 75.
Well, he's trying to tip her.
Robert just needs to know.
No good? You scared me when you call, Rob.
Kublai 13. What's up? What's up? What's up?
A mile break.
Don't even know about things. Don't even know about things.
I didn't trust myself.
That might have been our last hand. Is that our last hand?
Might have been.
Huh?
It is 10 o'clock. Do we get one more? Or are they going to zoom in on us? Oh, there we are.
There we are.
Thank you so much for joining us here at Stones Live. What do we have? We have Monday coming up. 5-5 No Limit Hold'em on Monday.
And then Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken, is the
10:25. Jake and Veronica.
Big game.
I'm super excited for that. That's going to be the best game ever. This game was pretty good, but that's going to be the best game ever.
Yeah, I'm stoked.
You concur.
I concur. And with the tournament schedule coming up here at Stones for the Classic, that'll be some heavy hitters in town. Ought to be a big game.
Oh gosh, I'm so excited. I don't talk amongst yourselves. I'm getting verklempt. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. See you all on Monday, same time, same channel. Have a good night.
She's going crazy, the only way she's ever known. I can't explain it, the way she gets into the zone. But when she's got that love, it's the one and only way to go.